Sorgy Squad, basketball fans, all of you, thank you for popping in. We got a big one that we're about to show you.
Oh, yeah.
Here. What by record are the two best teams in the NBA. Boston Celtics, Philadelphia Sixers. Philly's got to have this one today.
Have
They
to.
absolutely have to have this one today. And that dude that you see over there is one of Philadelphia's own, Foodie Life Mac, one of the great cheesesteak experts on YouTube. You will see him coming across our channel, by the way, in just a little bit, in maybe the next couple of weeks or so, from a review that we actually had a chance to have of a phenomenal Philadelphia restaurant. But tell us, number one, more about yourself, Foodie Life Mac, and about your love of these Sixers who we're going to watch today.
I'm just a guy that likes to, try new foods, especially be critical of cheesesteak. Everybody thinks they're the smartest with the cheesesteak debate. Everybody thinks they have, their opinions are the best, and I'm the same. So I started my own journey to let people know that my opinion is right and you guys are wrong. No. I'm just joking, but I just try to get critical and judge objectively, But besides that, I do other, I have a food channel and a food Instagram page that I share all different types of stuff. But that's about it. And I'm a basketball fan. I'm a football and basketball fan. But let's stick to basketball.
You got it.
And but yeah, I love the Sixers. I've definitely been a Sixers fan for a long time. I was originally a Bulls fan when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie, but ever since probably Jordan left, and I've been a Sixers fan ever since Jordan left.
Back to your hometown team. CJ joining us. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
What's up,
yes,
CJ?
thank you for stopping in to the live video. Make sure you give it a like. Make sure you go subscribe to our man Foodie Life Mac. We've got a great video coming out in the next couple of weeks. I think next week we'll probably release that video of our review of a new to us restaurant, very new restaurant in Philadelphia. That was insane, absolutely freaking sane.
Did you give any leaks? Any spoilers?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So
check out Foodie Life Mac.
Yep.
Right there with that link.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, make sure you hit the HTTPS:// stuff as well before the YouTube and all that. But yeah.
Well, the link should just pop up and you click it.
Okay.
So
definitely go check him out. And when you travel to Philadelphia and get in your cheesesteak ideas, he's a fantastic reference point to check out some of the great ones. All right, now this game, we've discussed the fact of how much this is a must-win realistically, because
absolute must-win.
Yeah, if you don't beat Boston right now, you're not winning 3 in a row.
It's over. It's over. Yes, exactly.
With 2 in Boston, no less.
Yeah, and the team is, the team is great. They're really a great team. So it's been, it was already a tough task to get a W anyway. So to get, 3 in a row, actually, well, like you said, game by game, we definitely need to win this one first.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about everything else. But if we don't win this game, it's easily over. And we've been playing good, have a little resiliency, but I don't see enough resiliency to go 4 straight games or 3 straight games. Like, I don't think we even have that spirit. Like, we can if we get this game. I feel like we can have enough fight in us, but
yeah,
we're not. Like I said, I don't think we're not tough, but I don't know if we're tough enough to, I don't know. Yeah. Too many people tough enough to come back from 3-1, but still, I don't even mentally. I think it would break us no matter what. So
yeah,
I've always felt game 4 is the swing game of a 7-game series. It decides if it's the kind of a series that is going to be a very easy potential 5-game blowout.
Yeah.
Or if it's going to turn into a best of 3. It's always the emotional swing game that decides that. It's the one that sets the trend of what will happen. Which is why I always think Game 4. Yeah, of course, the later game is going to be critical because it's going to be do or die kind of games. But it's what decides what happens in the series.
No, really, it definitely shapes the whole, the whole series.
Yeah.
If you go 1, you lose 2. Like right now, it's a very critical junction in the series, especially for the Sixers who want to make it anywhere.
And I'll say we just saw a stat on our TV a minute ago that I thought really speaks to part of the why the Sixers haven't played well. In Game 1, Tyrese Maxey had 24 points. In Games 2 and 3 combined, he had 26 points, 10 for 30 from the field in those 2 games.
Was that just lockdown defense? Was that just Max not showing up?
Well, either way, Tyrese Maxey and James Harden, Joel Embiid, the rest of this team, they need to show up today.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's going to take a big effort, but I think they can do it.
I got faith.
Yeah.
Did you see James Harden's stats, though? I know you talking about Tyrese Maxey's stats, but did you see James Harden's stats?
No.
He had 45, and then he shot like 3 for 30, something like that. Something awful right now.
Let me see if I can pull it up here.
As he's grabbing that, I mean, I'll just tell you, Boston's defense is ridiculous sometimes. We watched our Milwaukee Bucks as well. Just shut Giannis down. Yeah. Just own people.
Yeah. Game 1, Harden had 45 points, 17 for 30 from the field. And then in Games 2 and 3, he combined for 30, going 5 for 28 from the field.
28 points, 5.
And that's 2 games.
It's
2 games.
Only making 5 shots in 2 games.
Points.
You're dead.
It's just crazy, though, the fact that you had 45 points in Game 1, and then you just – it's not that you played bad for 1 game. It's like – and then looking at it, he wasn't even playing the same way. He wasn't nowhere near as aggressive, and he was like not making layups and everything. But that's the thing he was doing in Game 1, making layups, making threes, making everything. And then it's like I don't know how he lost his. I understand like certain things. I don't understand how you forget how to make a layup though.
I mean, not even shooting 20% from the field.
It's bad.
18% have a chance to shoot 20% in an NBA game.
That's what people were saying.
Better, but 20%.
I had friends yesterday say they were like, I think like guys, let's be honest. I think one of us could go out there and play better than James Harden right about now.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. Well, I shoot 18%. Yeah, most likely some of us could. Yeah. That's pretty bad. I don't know what's going on with him. It's like he doesn't have the balance. It's either score or facilitate. I mean, he kind of did good in the regular season with doing both, but he hasn't been doing too good with it after that.
Yeah.
Man, now
he can go for 30 or he's going to go for 18 and 12 assists, So
and I'm here. I heard the pregame discussion before we started this on the ESPN broadcast where they're talking about, could this be James Harden's last home game in a Sixers uniform?
It could be easily, because the whole point of getting James Harden was to get out the second round. Everybody in Philly hates the fact that we've been in the second round for 4 years maybe now. So like the whole point is to get out of the second round. You got rid of Ben Simmons. You got rid of everybody. The whole point was to make it to the championship at least. But I mean, to win one. But so if that's not happening, like I said, you still have Maxey and Joel. Joel's older, but he's not old, but he's just older. And Maxey's the young guy that we have that's ultra talented, but Harden is not only is he a little older, it's starting to show, so you have to you have to figure it out.
Our moderator here on the channel, Nick the Legend, on Friday, he and I were at lunch at school talking about it, and he said the Sixers players need to be more selfish. because they rely on Joel Embiid so much.
They do.
And I think that's a real problem. They're not taking those shots.
Yeah.
And I mean they're one man can't carry a team without support.
Yeah.
It's a team game.
Yeah.
It is a team game.
Joel has to make decisions faster as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Joel, a lot of times, he shouldn't be confused by these doubles anymore. He should have quick reads where he gets the ball out of his hands if they're coming to not even just double him, but like, just to crowd him and trap him. Because sometimes it feels like, I don't know, like one time they were guarding him like high post and they were kind of shading towards him, and then somebody would come around the back. But it's like he wants to go so bad. It's like you gotta kind of know, like, look, you're only going to be able to go when you get them off balance, or when y'all swinging it around and everybody's running around trying to catch up. Because for the most part, they're going to double Joel, so he either has to get it and go or whatever. Sometimes he tries to make like look around and see what's going on, but by that time, somebody's creeping around the backside looking for a steal, looking to hound them, making them, and so. It's just, I feel like he has to make quicker decisions too sometimes, and that's why some people, love Jokic, because you can see the calmness. Even like no matter when he gets pressured, he's always calm. He always can find a cutter or find something, and like that's the one thing most people say Jokic is better at, and I agree for that part. So
we got a comment from CJ that I'm wondering. Tell me what you think, guys. We make that, as well as the Sixers coaching situation, our halftime topic.
I was going to say with 5 minutes before that we should probably just get this out of the way. But
okay, you know what? That's fine. Let's do that.
So, CJ asking here, what do you think about the Bucks firing Mike Budenholzer? So, for those who don't know, Mike Budenholzer, a championship-winning coach, a former assistant to Greg Popovich in San Antonio, who was the Bucks head coach starting in 2018, got fired earlier this week, and after a first-round exit against the number 8 seeded Miami Heat, and after in 3 of the last 5 years having the 1 seed, and in the 3 years of that we had the 1 seed, didn't make it out of the conference finals. That was the best we did. The only time we won a championship was as a 3. So it was probably time to move on. We'll see what the Bucks do, whether it's Nick Nurse or someone else. As Nick Nurse, the former Raptors championship-winning coach, was fired too. So we'll see how it all ends up.
I mean, to me, to sort of augment your point, I saw a lot of commentary on social media that was massively disparaging of the Bucks, saying, number one, you don't fire a coach who based on what happened in one series, and number two, you don't fire a coach right in just days after his brother died, which he did.
That's
hard.
That's about
very, very hard. I feel like they made the move to get ahead of the coaching carousel so they could start getting the interview process going. That's a reasonable proposition in terms of making the move and when you have to make it. And you just say, darn the pain that the coach is personally going through. I loathe that, though. I don't think that's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think Coach Bud understands that's how it is.
It's a business.
Exactly.
It's a business.
And more than anything else, the Bucks should be a dynasty right now.
Oh, yeah.
They could have 4 championships in 5 years at this point. And at this moment, they are a 1 and at the moment done. And they are even with the best teams in the NBA at this point, but have proven time and time again they can't get the job done in the playoffs. And it's something very relatable, Foodie Life Mac, to what you're seeing with the Sixers being so dominant regular season. And as you mentioned, can't get out of the second round with Doc Rivers right now.
Thing is, y'all have a championship though.
Yeah.
I think Philly fans would be much more appreciative if we already had one. Haven't had one since what, 83? What is it, something like
Yeah.
83, yep. Mo Cheeks and Dr. J, Moses Malone and Company. The 4-5-4 year.
Yeah. So even though you guys, like you said, you guys want to be a dynasty and everything, I think we would be happy with one at least,
All right, who rang the bell today?
It looked like Wanda Sykes.
Recognize the face.
I think it was Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So,
Boston coming out in the traditional Celtics white home jersey, but on the road.
Yeah, and the starting lineups for the Celtics, to start with them, it's Smart, White, Brown, Tatum, and Horford. And then, I mean, that's not a bad lineup. But
That's
looking
squad.
at the Sixers, you've got James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and the MVP, the process himself, Joel Hans Embiid.
Very deserving.
yes, sir. Now let's have a good game.
I love the use of that blue throwback style with the filler this afternoon. Love that. It's so crazy, too. They're playing at the same time as the Red Sox and Phillies are playing like 2 blocks away.
Walkway.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is right across the street.
Yeah. It's crazy. I love it.
Good way to start.
All right. Let's get some actual ball movement. Let's get some guys getting open and cutting like that.
Joel!
Beautiful. That's how you start. Now, I will be up front, Foodie Life Mac. My passion will not be as massive as it is for the Bucks, just because that's our hometown.
No, I get it.
But we're with you. We are totally with you. Because, of course, our team got
Give me
knocked
one.
out week.
Give me one.
Airball!
And again, react to what you see. Just have some fun. Oh.
I think mine is slightly faster than you guys.
That's how it usually is. And that's Jaylen Brown there with a bucket, so it's 2-2 here.
How much time's on your clock, Foodie Life Mac?
10:40.
Okay,
So you're 10 seconds ahead.
all right.
Maxey,
That's why I'm like, I don't want.
You're like, that was so 10 seconds ago, man. I don't blame you.
No, I'm gonna see if I can pause. Let's see if I can.
So, yeah, feel free to react ahead of things. That's fine.
No. I just paused. Hopefully, it'll catch, slow down a little bit. I just
Okay.
paused it because I have.
There you go, Max.
Turnover.
Loose ball.
Toby, and I'm
Whistle.
charged.
Whistle.
What's the call there? Tobias Harris.
It should
was
be a walk.
correct.
The Milwaukee Bucks, as you were saying, Foodie Life Mac. Sorry.
I said it looked like a walk. It looked like he tripped. Like he just tripped.
Yeah, he slipped. That could have been a walk call, but yeah, that's a foul as well.
Okay, Harden. Sorry.
Oh, TV went out.
We'll fix that. Give us some updates. Our TV went.
Harden just hit he just drove for a layup. Maxey has the ball. Kept bringing it up the court. They just got a steal.
Yep. Our Chromecast just died, so it'll take a sec.
Tobias with the back down and the turnaround layup.
Okay, here we go.
8-2 Philly.
Turn down Doris Burke and by the way, Doris Burke. What do you think of her as a commentator?
I like Doris Burke. I look at some of the comments online and people they're not as much as her. Like I remember we was talking at at brunch, and I don't necessarily like the female commentator for Philly, but I like Doris. I like Doris a lot.
She's awesome. She's awesome.
Okay, so we do have some comments in here. John says Cardinals are doing so bad on an 8-game losing streak, up 3-1.
Our baseball loving audience.
Yes, as the Phils, by the way, are up 3 on the Sox. As John Boo. And Magic Man throwing shots at Embiid. Embiid is the floppiest player to ever flop. That man deserves the Oscar for all of his flop performances.
I got a 4-letter word for you. Shaq.
And actually, Magic Man, you spelled his name wrong, so I don't think Embiid. I don't know what
It's not
Embiid you're
Embiid.
talking about.
Embiid.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, Magic Man's one of our great commenters.
And CJ, since the Hawks are my second team, the 76ers are your second team, I feel the need to remind you guys the Hawks took care of Philly about 2 years ago, only to lose to your Bucks in the conference finals.
Yeah, we were glad to take care of those Hawks after the whole. Yeah, I'm not going to even mention his name.
3-2.
Hard.
This is what I'll say. To quote Joel Embiid, I don't like the Ben.
he killed me with that. That was just like a game. Not game. That's when everybody was fed up. Everybody was through. Right after that series, like right after that game, I didn't want to say the whole series. He was through.
Harris
He shot.
Rebound Embiid, and he is fouled. So the Sixers up 2 will keep the ball, and the crowd at the Wells Fargo Center is electric.
I can sense this crowd is
Shooting foul.
Yeah, the sound is we're keeping down to make sure there's no copyright issue, but yeah, I mean that crowd's got to be just bonkers today.
We gonna need it.
Magic Man, you forgot about 2019. Hawks during the last few years of Wilkins.
True. Oh, growing up in the 80s, watching some of the battles, like some of the playoff battles when he'd be going head-to-head with Larry Bird and like they each put up 40. Just nuts back in that time. We got 8:33 on our clock. What's yours?
8:18.
Okay.
We'll try to pause it again.
So, thank you. 3 to cut the lead to 1 for Philly.
Hold on, a little glitch here. Let's see if that's better. Sorry, folks. When I put the link into the comments,
Maxie!
it did something wrong. There we go.
All right. What is your guys' clock at now?
We are at 8:01.
All right, I'm at 7:53. I paused it so like hopefully it's catching has a lag now a little bit.
Oh, you can't do that on defense. I mean, allowing those kind of backdoor cuts, please.
Okay, PJ, you gotta hit one of these.
Yeah, please.
I'm about to say I ain't got time for Jaylen Brown hit another one. He gets hot, man. That man gets hot.
Yay! The Tigers hit a grand slam. They're beating the Cardinals. Woo!
We are not fans of the St. Louis Cardinals. As awesome as John Jansen.
Sorry,
is.
John. I had to. And Tyrese
man.
misses another 3. Warriors are beating the Lakers. Thank you.
All right. Again, backdoor cuts.
Oh, gosh. I'll be
That's
right back.
2 out of 3 possessions.
Jaylen
Just
Brown.
ridiculous.
Jaylen Brown.
Oh. Just. I mean, you had 2 guys faked out with that bounce pass and just an easy backdoor cut for Brown. I mean, that's just fundamental offensive basketball by the Celtics and a lack of mindfulness by the Sixers on defense.
Agreed. They always say, we've been talking about our defense. I'm always disappointed. I'm not going to say always. A lot of times I'm disappointed in our defense, let alone. But they say it's pretty good. So, but like you said, we make too many stupid mistakes. Like I'm okay with a team hitting a shot over you or something like that, but the little things, like why they get too many open shots, too many open drives, too many, so.
And when those happen just enough times,
exactly
in a playoff game, that will bury you.
This playoff,
many issues.
You can get away with it in the regular season, not in the playoffs.
Not against great teams. All right, we got a comment from CJ. Actually, we'll do this one. What do you guys think the Warriors are doing. Will his Warriors come back and beat LeBron Crybaby James, or will they lose to the Fakers?
They're going to win because the Warriors are just better than the Lakers.
Turn it down 3-1.
I got Dubs and 7.
I mean, it has to be 7. Earn it down 3-1 or no?
2-1.
It's only 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, I like that. I thought they were down 3-1. I'm actually rooting for them to win. I'm not a LeBron fan. Like, I love LeBron as a human being. He's a great guy. I'm just not a fan. I still think he's the second best player ever, but I'm just not a fan.
I'm going to have to reset up the feed here. Bear with me. And in the meantime, we got
Toll Road.
the Toll Road, a guy whose visit with us and cheesesteak exploits inspired Foodie Life Mac to go on one of his latest or semi-recent exploits in the cheesesteak world.
Berries, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
The one we went to. Barry's was phenomenal.
I like berries. I've been to berries before, but I never had the one that you guys had, the Italian one. So it was
my gosh,
a good switch up. And I just like sharp provolone. I think it had sharp provolone, right? I just like sharp provolone. Period. Ever since I started eating these more Italian versions of the sandwiches, it's definitely a favorite cheese of mine now.
And we've got Magic Man with some thoughts. This is a little bit of a rant. LeBron's a crybaby, inspiration to all elderly people who wish they could play ball past 9 o'clock. Instead of sports drinks, they should be selling more milk and DVDs of the Golden Girls. Oh my gosh. We'll get to that, CJ.
Yeah. I was just going to say, seems like it'll be Nick Nurse.
Yeah.
A couple months. VicTube.
Hey.
Congrats to VicTube's Atlanta Braves beating the Orioles in 12 innings on a Michael Harris II walk-off.
We're back to action. Boston up 3, 6, 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Oh, this time they stopped the back door.
It's funny. How am I behind you guys now?
I don't know. We're at 6:40.
I know. I'm at 6:46, and I didn't stop anything. That's the funny part.
Yeah, it might have just been a catch-up job by Sling, which is what our service is.
That's what I have. And I was pausing it to catch, to slow down to be with you guys. Now I'm behind, and I didn't.
It goes. Sling will go back, and then it will go back up when we refresh it.
Okay.
So.
Probably when you refreshed it, it was. Let's see.
There you go, Joel.
All right. At least I know it's a good, good possession.
2-1 Boston at this moment, which is why this game is so critical.
All right, I think I'm about to do.
Like right there, leaving the guy wide open and having no rebounders.
No rebound.
I mean, they're standing there, they're not blocking out.
Like, where is the energy? That's my thing. Like, I don't mind. Some people just hate losing in general. I don't mind if we go out like swinging, like going out, leaving it on the floor. I don't like.
It's like they're not. They're treating it almost. I'm not saying that they really are, but it feels like on possessions like that. Nice tip in. But it feels like in possessions like that, they're treating it like it's mid-February on a Wednesday night.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see the playoff energy. Like, you have to want it. Like, this is not the same. You have to need it.
Yeah, on ABC last night, one of the commentators said the Warriors are playing like it's November. And I mean, he wasn't lying. They got killed.
The one thing about
effort.
The one thing about the Warriors, they've just done it so many times.
Yeah.
Yep.
That they, like, when they don't have it, I'm not gonna say they give up, but it's early in the series. They're kind of like, sometimes they know, like, look, all right, we'll get the next game. We'll get the next game, and then make it a certain type of series. But they can't play around though. They know he knows who he's playing though. Like, even though, like I said, not the biggest fan of Brown, but it's definitely not going to be a cakewalk, especially if Anthony Davis decides to play.
I mean, a mistake like what Tyrese Maxey did on the offensive end, at least that's a mistake of effort.
Exactly.
His body was a bit out of control, but he was trying. I mean, the fundamental mistakes are the problem.
Yeah, tall. I wore it a couple days ago, and also this hat goes with the Respect Milwaukee shirt. You know the
Milwaukee Brewers,
the Brewers colors. So I wasn't gonna wear the Bucks hat with the Brewers shirt.
And stay tuned in upcoming weeks. We are planning on releasing some Milwaukee Brewers videos from our archives.
Indeed, we are. So Al Horford at the line to tie it, and that's what he does.
Man,
I'm not a big Al Horford fan.
I mean, my thought process is whoever wins this series should win the finals.
Yeah.
This should be the finals in some ways.
I mean, you got the two teams with the two best records left.
Yep.
We're the best records but we're the best records in the weaker conference.
No, the East has the better records than the West.
But the conference is weaker, in my opinion.
To a certain, I mean, but in the
maybe, I mean, by the eye test, you could be right. Numerically, the East has it, but by the eye test, you've got a point.
Yeah.
All right, we have. I don't know. I think. Well, you know, the super. I say who's over here. I guess like the bigger stars are in the West. I should say at least. Well, we got Giannis. Got Joel.
Giannis, Joel,
Tatum, Jalen, Trey,
Jimmy.
But remember, like if you guys remember, a few years ago, Jimmy wasn't even a star.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I always loved Jimmy because, like we were just talking about heart. I always saw Jimmy's heart. I always knew Jimmy he's a dog. Like, so I always loved Jimmy. I was so sad. I've been talking for months, especially like when the playoffs first started too. I'm like, how much I miss Jimmy. I miss Jimmy as soon as we let him go. I'm like, how do you let him go?
We let him go to have Ben Simmons on the roster. Like
I couldn't fathom how you let him go. Like, I love dogs. Like people that play with all their heart, and that's what he does. Like he's a closer. He's a closer. So like he can have a horrible game, and you give him a 3. His first like 3 games, I think he had like 2 game winners for the Sixers. Like in his first 3 games, something like that.
Speaking of that term dog, how do you feel about PJ Tucker?
I feel like he's necessary, especially on this team, because I don't know if he should be a starter. But,
right.
Like we should have a better team to have maybe have a better starter. But I think he should get some minutes, and definitely I love it. Like veteran, he has, like you said, he's a dog, he's a vet. He puts the right mindset into the team.
Yeah.
I don't see it coming from anywhere else for the most part. Like not that type of mentality.
Harris has exited. Korkmaz and D'Anthony Melton are both in the game. It looks like Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, and Al Horford all on the bench now, as well as Williams in there. Malcolm Brogdon's in there.
Philly up 1-17-16, 3:20 left.
Yeah, and to talk about Jimmy, he went to your college, Marquette.
Marquette University.
So I mean that's the guy. His number's not retired, but they love him there.
Yeah, that may change at some point.
Yeah.
With jersey retirement.
Let's go, Harden!
James Harden did something.
Finally! Goodness gracious.
Exactly.
No, but that's why I ain't supposed to look. That's my problem. I'm not even happy just that he made it. I'm happy that he actually looked like James Harden.
Oh.
And not an old man.
Robert Williams down, as well as Furkman Cork. Or no, that's not Korkmaz. That's
George Niang. I didn't know Korkmaz on the team anymore.
I thought, I was about to say that because it looked like Korkmaz, but that's Niang. Yeah, and I see also Grant Williams in the game as for the Celtics. Beautiful bucket by James. Again, the starting lineups for today's game: the Sixers, Maxey, Harden, Tucker, Harrison, and Embiid. And for the Celtics, it's Smart, White, Brown, Tatum, Horford. Tatum, Brown, Smart, the big three on that Boston team. And when you look at the Sixers, I mean, Joel, Tyrese, and James all have such a big impact.
Now,
you got Tobias too. You gotta, and depending on who shows up that night, it might be Tobias.
Maybe.
I feel like the 80s have returned to the Eastern Conference with the return of these two teams playing and the Bucks as the three powerhouses of the league. But I also think that this Sixers-Celtic rivalry has risen, maybe not to the point of where it was in the 80s, but higher than it has been at least since then.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember it ever being this hot of a rivalry?
No, not in my life, because I wasn't around for the 80s rivalries, but never, because like some people just hate Boston. Like I'll see people say, oh, I hate Boston, but I don't have a big problem with them until like recently, and they keep knocking us out the playoffs, or we can't get past them, or we know they're coming up and we're gonna struggle. So, but yeah, I would say every year now it's like, okay, can we get past Boston? Can we get past Boston? Like I'm not saying that we are definitely gonna get past the Bucks or anybody else, but normally we looking forward to Boston because
you haven't played us in the playoffs yet,
right?
You know what I'm saying, like we don't even know, but we're looking for. We know if we link up with Boston, it hasn't been good recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like both Philly and just the sports world in general doesn't have as much of a beef, with the exception of the Patriots, doesn't have as much of a beef with the teams from Boston themselves, as it is the fan base.
Yeah.
I feel like the Boston fan base in the last decade and a half has become maybe the most arrogant combined fan base of a city sports teams than any other.
I'm fine with the Red Sox, though.
Yeah.
The Red Sox, I mean, their fans aren't that bad.
I mean, they used to be.
Yeah. But I mean, compared to Yankees fans, they're not, I wouldn't call them that bad. Forget the Yankees. The Mets fans.
Why are they so bad?
They just, I mean, you could ask, I mean, so many people that I've talked to say all the Mets fans got to come to the bank and just scream their face out, "Let's go, Mets! Let's go, Mets!"
They invade.
Yeah.
They invade
and
the
they're
bank.
annoying. When we were there, I heard people saying, "Oh, these people are from Michigan."
Oh,
don't you know your geography, people?
That's you said those were Mets fans saying that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yes. God rest the soul, by the way, of former Oakland A's pitcher Vida Blue. Passed away.
So far, Joel was 7 and James was 6, as we have 2:30 left in the first.
Thank you, Boston, for not having rebounders again down near the paint.
Yeah, so Joel on pace for 28, James on pace for 24.
This has the feel of like a 90s, just bang down low kind of playoff. There you go.
I need a win, man.
Let's
go.
Uh-oh. There you go. Yeah.
But Williams grabs it.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're a few seconds ahead of us, I think.
I know I am now.
It's all right.
What?
I had to catch back up because you guys were too far ahead.
Yeah.
Turnover.
I'm going to try to tell you that.
And look at the shot.
That's ball
Niang
movement.
says, bang!
That's ball movement. It's what you talked about. Embiid being ready to dish at the right time.
Yes, like stop playing. Like so far in this game, he's been getting the ball and getting rid of it and getting it back, which is what
on the floor right now for the Sixers. It's Melton, Embiid, Maxey, Niang, Harris.
Did you see that though? You see how
We're
quick
watching it now.
Boom.
One-on-one, beautiful movement.
Oh, and Embiid in Marcus Smart's face, and there's Doc Rivers, Marquette zone.
But you see how fast he's playing double. Nah, he couldn't get there quick enough, so he backed out. But Embiid
We're
caught
not booing
it.
the Sixers.
We're
Booing the Cardinals
We're booing
score.
the Cardinals.
Oh, okay, no. I just, well, I'm just glad that I'm getting it and going. Like, look, if you're gonna make a move, get it and do it. But you can't sit there with the ball for 2 seconds because they're gonna double.
Joel hits a shot.
Sixers 25-19. There you go.
Yeah, so Marcus Smart on the floor right now. It's Smart, White, Tatum, Williams, and Brogdon. And a missed three.
1:20 on the clock right now for us.
And they contested the three. That's the thing. I don't care if you miss if it's wide open. Contest the three, which they did.
Melton.
Come on.
Wow!
Go. There you go.
And I just saw in the crowd a sign that said Embiid, MVP.
Large, as ESPN is telling us, largest lead of the series right now.
8 points. Tatum to respond. No. But rebound.
Play by play, but yeah, still. Oh man. I wish I had the volume up just to hear the arena.
Yeah.
You guys give me a little bit of energy too. So I mean, I feel the same way. I was nervous about this. I'm like, man, I don't know how to do it without the sound.
Iced coffee is helping.
Tatum missed again.
Let's go, Maxo. You playing with heart though, baby. You missed it. I'll take it. I'll take those misses.
Hey, you just need more rebound crashers.
Yeah, I'll take those misses though. You got two opportunities.
Misses of aggression.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Celtics, there's a 3-second difference between shot and game here. And
defense, Joel. I'm sorry.
Marcus Smart, no good.
Way to force that.
And as we head into the second quarter, it's the Sixers 27, the Celtics 19. Jason Tatum with a big goose egg this quarter.
We'll take that.
Joel leading the Sixers with 12. Jaylen Brown leading the Celtics with 12. Joel 4 for 6 from the field.
Damn, Brown scares me.
5 for 7. Yeah, he's scary.
He scares me, man.
He's that right-hand man to Jason Tatum, and he comes up clutch sometimes.
A lot of times. And if Jason Tatum's not showing up that night, a lot of times Jaylen Brown shows up huge.
Yep.
So that's the scary part. And he's super athletic, super fast. He can shoot. He can
I'll be right back.
Deal. Man, now the first time I actually had a chance to really dive into Tyrese Maxey, especially, I'd say out of all the guys on that Sixers squad, he's the one I've probably fallen in love with the most.
He's a fan.
I feel like he brings it. He brings it. High energy, high effort.
Sometimes he gets lost. Sometimes he gets lost. Not lost. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes he doesn't. It's not the energy. Sometimes he just fades into the background, I should say.
Okay.
We need you to be a star, every night. It doesn't mean that you have to shoot well every night, but you got to, like you said, the aggression. Like, he always plays hard. It's just that some nights I feel like one night I think he shot like, I don't know. It was just not a lot of shots. We need you to take the shots.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't just be comfortable having 8 shots in the game, total. Because you're supposed to be, Harden's here now, but you kind of supposed to be the second, third scorer. So
I love guys that are willing to search for who will have the best opportunity to shoot in that particular time, that unselfish. I love that Maxey has that attitude. There are moments when you need to remember on particular possessions, you're going to have the best chance. Put it up.
You have to.
Put it up.
Especially depending on the way the game is going. Sometimes, if they're doubling Embiid, tripling Embiid, and he can't really get off, and say Harden's, being a facilitator, and, he might be having a bad shooting night, you need to, like, you got to know this is my night. Okay, look, all right, me and Tobias got to be, we got to give you outlets. We got to be in the spots where where the kick out is and all those things. When I get the ball, I'm going to have to, either get to the lane or I take the shot. I'm glad last year it seemed like nobody wanted to take shots. It was weird. It was like
Not even championships.
He kicking the ball out wide open. They keep swinging the ball. Like, hey, I love ball movement, but come on, nobody. You guys are scared to shoot the ball. And I'm the same way with James Harden. Sometimes I'm like, I understand that you're trying to be a facilitator, but you are a former MVP and scoring champion. Take the shot. I don't care if you like. I guess he has a little ego, so he probably see a shooting percentage and like, oh man, I can't take it anymore. But I need you to get on. I need you to get going. That's my thing.
It's what your team needs.
Yeah, I need you to get going. Like, and you don't get going by not shooting. You get going by getting your rhythm shooting.
Build the like they talk about with great running backs in the NFL, in college football. Build the lather. Lather up. The more you shoot, the more you get in position where you get into that groove.
Exactly.
You can hit shot after shot after shot as the second quarter is underway.
Sometimes even if you don't shoot, like, you might be able to hit a big shot. Like, you might shoot a bad percentage for the night, but come up cut.
All the credit in the world to Marcus Smart there for that behind the back dribble open.
No, it was nice. That was nice.
That was ridiculous. 27-21 Philly.
Oh, B-ball. Let's go. B-ball.
There you go.
I love Paul. I want
Paul.
If he can stay focused and know his assignments, he'll be good. Ooh, I didn't like that though.
Oh. Just like we talked about, getting a lather going. We just saw Marcus Smart doing that.
It wasn't awful defense though.
That's sweet.
Bro, where you going?
I mean, set picks, get more ball movement than that. Oh, I mean, he hits a shot. You got to give all the credit in the world for that.
That's what he does.
Ball movement. And then he let a guy just go right down the lane. 32-26 Philly, though. That's good news. What do you got?
Here we go, Harden. This is what I'm talking about. Game 1, Harden back.
My mom tried to hide the airheads, but I found them. I told her.
All right.
She got mad, so I told her I'd take 2, and then she could hide them again.
While we're sitting here, we should highlight some of the stuff you've got on Foodie Life Max, some of the best vids that you've had a chance to put together, some of the best cheesesteak spots you've seen without divulging too much. What are some of the best that you've found in terms of cheesesteak spots, restaurants? Oh, what a blap! Oh, man. I'm not sure if we have the time to infuse that into our discussion with the nutsiness, but feel free.
No, that's fine. My favorite. Hold on. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
Where is the foul?
Let's not interrupt.
No. Just because it's block. I need to review this. Are you going to review it? I mean, you're not going to challenge it? I mean, don't you get how many? Do you know how many challenges you get? You get 2, or do you only get 1?
I believe it's 2. I'd have to double check that.
Williams at the line.
I would have challenged that. I don't see how it gets any cleaner than that.
Come on, Philly. You got to do better at distracting the free throw shooter. You got to. Oh, yeah, he was pushed.
Oh, no, okay. It wasn't a hard. He was showing a hard replay.
Yeah, Philly, you got to do better at distracting the free throw shooter.
They get Chick-fil-A. They get a Chick-fil-A sandwich if they miss 2 free throws in a row. You're not hyped for that?
Jeez.
I would be screaming my lungs out because of how much I want chicken.
There you go, Harden.
What's your clock at?
941.
Okay. Well, I'm not that far off.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like
I don't like him going off.
it's like right now, 1-on-1, Harden versus Smart. You just hand the ball to each of them and let them go at this point.
Niang with another one. Bang, bang. I like Niang, man. I really do.
And when you're shooting as hot as Harden is, they rotate to you. Niang gets open. There you go.
Nope.
Come on, Melt. Give me. I like the other Mountain too. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
Woo.
As B-ball
Oh!
in the game, Melton almost had a steal, but currently on the
wide open.
floor.
Wide open.
No, that was transition though. That was because Melton he had going for the steal and he hit it. So I mean, I can't say it was a bad
And for Philly, we have looks like B-ball Paul Reed. We have James Harden. We have DeAnthony Melton, Georges Niang, and Tobias Harris.
Oh, is that a silky smooth jumper?
And for Boston, it's Brogdon, Williams, Smart, and Brown.
Let's go, Harden. Look, keep this aggression. I don't care if anybody else gets in this game.
8:07 left. Philly 41, Boston 33.
I want Tobias. That was a bad pass, buddy, and that was a foul.
Ooh.
No call. Okay.
Yeah, that's a foul, but yeah, you shouldn't be throwing that pass. You're right.
But the problem was that he picked his dribble up in the corner, which is like a
Doc laughing at the no foul call there.
Yeah, that's 100% a foul all the way. I don't know.
No way. There's no. This is almost as bad as the Brewers game yesterday with that umping.
Man.
But that's what I don't like about refereeing sometimes. Like, it's when y'all decide to call certain calls when y'all feel like.
Yeah.
Like, if this was the end of the game, 100% they're calling that call. 100%.
It's over 10.
11-point Philly lead.
7 for 8.
Man.
Let's go, Sixers.
I'm glad they talked all that crap about them before the game, too, man. They were just talking about how bad Hart was, how he can't do this and that. He might be able to do this and that. I'm like, man, you just don't understand. Sometimes, especially like when you get older, they just can't do it every night. Like, he ain't that old yet. He's not like, he's not LeBron's age yet. Like,
before we were so rudely interrupted by the ridiculousness of this game, some of the best that you recommend we check out on your channel.
Check out Curly's review. Check out Angelo's review. Well, probably, yeah. Check out both Angelo's reviews. One is in a playoff review, and one is the regular one. The regular one, though, is probably surprised some people because it was a good one because it was 3 different people with 3 different takes for the most part. My favorite, obviously, you guys check out John's Roast Pork. You should probably check out the playoff John's Roast Pork episode because it's 2. I said Curly's, Angelo's, John's. Oh, Tony's of West Reading, which is not a local one. It actually is an hour away, which is, surprisingly good because I used to live in Reading. I went to school in Reading, and they didn't have any good cheese sticks back then, in my opinion, But then, I heard they had a good spot. I heard about them before, and then they started getting a little bit more buzz, and I went. And I went one time, I actually recorded, but I had a friend there. Like I said, I used to live up there, so I know somebody up there. He shot for me, and it wasn't the best, the best shot. So I went back up there, did it again, and I had to make sure, and I was really, really impressed. So That was a surprise. That was a surprise one. Tony's of West Reading.
And you mentioned playoffs. You did your own cheesesteak playoffs.
Yeah. So I did I think it was the top 8. That I had ranked throughout the year last year. I just put them, I basically just went and re-ranked them. They didn't really have a bracket. They didn't have I just went back to the top 8 and got another cheesesteak and then ranked the cheesesteak I got. Because what some people don't understand is they think, if I say I got a bad cheesesteak from a place doesn't mean they always cook bad cheesesteaks. It just means either that cook that day, that they might have just over seasoned it by accident. They might have under seasoned it by accident. Everything's not. They don't have. I doubt they have. A measuring. Measuring cups with the amount of salt they put in. I'm sure it's probably freehand and with the seasonings and everything. So maybe if it's busy in there and you let the steak sit on the grill a little too long, maybe it's a little tougher. So you can have different experiences from the same places.
I think we may need to have a playoffs eventually with cheese curds.
I would love to see that.
Back to Wisconsin.
You guys seem like some experts.
And some of the other places
actually,
we travel to.
I think actually we need to do that because I'm all for having cheese curds all the time.
How much he misses Culver's.
I just want to be eating cheese curds right now. Can you hand me that remote?
I can hand you the remote.
Thank you.
And also, the better Contreras brother has just hit a 2-run homer in the top of the second. The lead the San Francisco Giants 2-0. Beautiful. Back to action here in Philly.
That's actually what I was about to do. It's about to turn on the game.
Sixers-Celtics 44-33 Philly, 7:37 left first half.
They didn't call a foul?
No, that lucky. That was lucky.
No, I'm happy. Come on, baby. That was a bad pass.
Under control.
Oh, you put
my
close.
God. All right, thank you. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you for finally missing one.
Yes. Total team cheesesteak playoffs. I like it. I like it. Jason Tatum still a goose egg on scoring totals.
I love that. Okay, that's a block. But come on, let's go, baby. You gotta make that. All right, but that was a good thing. That was much better.
Heartbreak. I mean, you're correct. You must make that.
That one, I actually can live with that one because of how hard he went. It was little bit of a. He had to get it up over Tatum. Tatum's, athletic and long.
Good news is that Tatum missed the other side. So.
Exactly. I'm loving him having 0.
I'll take it.
Get back on D. Let's go. All right, good D, Mo. Okay, let's go, D, Mo.
There you go.
Oh, we got it. Listen, how?
Yeah, you got to make those.
Now that one you got to make. That one you have to make.
You have to make those.
I'm glad listen, we're doing good enough because they're not scoring.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you have an 11-point lead and they keep missing, it's okay.
But
as a timeout,
that's 2 layups that we need though, because we need 11-point lead. You know how fast that could go.
It's the NBA. Everyone's got to run on them.
And this is 3-point generation, so
yes,
it disappears very quickly.
It's hilarious. Years ago, right about the time that Golden State revolutionized the game with how they use analytics to decide the 3-point shot is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers, minority owner of the Milwaukee Bucks, by the way.
There he is?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
He has always been a proponent of the mid-range jumper.
Okay.
He used to tweet out hashtag mid-range like every tweet.
Okay.
He had nothing to do with basketball. And there came out a study that the Washington Post released of just how much the mid-range game has become so obsolete because it's shooting the 3, attracting defenders out to the 3-point line, and then getting your points in the paint.
I get it. And the analytics, that's how you make it. It's not gone, though. It's not extinct. It's actually had a resurgence, in my opinion. When that first started, when they first started transitioning to the 3, I feel like it was abandoned. There was no mid-range. Now I feel like people, they heard everybody's saying how the mid-range was gone and everything, and certain people just like, look, man, I'm shooting mid-range shots. You got KD. You got KD, you got CP3, you got
Yep.
Booker, you got actually I guess the whole Suns shoot mid range.
True.
Who else? DeMar DeRozan, he's the king of mid range. So
Yes.
you still have certain people. It's definitely not like it was though. De'Aaron Fox shoots a lot of mid range shots.
But by the way, if you didn't hear him, the other Philadelphia team, the other good guys, the Phillies, the other Boston team, the Red Sox, 6-1.
Yeah.
Right. It's over?
What?
You said it's over?
No.
They're
They're
just beating them right
Oh,
now.
they're beating them
at
right
this
now.
point.
Okay. Well, what inning is it?
What's that?
So what inning is it? Do you know?
I didn't see it at the moment. The graphic didn't have the inning.
Okay.
So.
It should show up there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see momentarily.
It
It might be over already. We'll have to see.
I have my phone in my hand.
I'll race you. I'll race you here. Hopefully, it doesn't take the feed off here.
Into the seventh.
Yeah, final. Phillies win.
Oh, it's over. You said it's over?
It's over.
No, I said into the seventh. Oh, it is. Nah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
they added
it didn't update. It didn't update because I went
All
back
right.
and it says over.
That's all right. Oh, what's the kid got?
Barbecue nachos for dinner.
Uh-oh.
Dinner? 4:30.
Yeah, dinner time.
Not dinner time.
I used to hate that when people say, but no, I understand. People do eat dinner at 4:30. I don't know
I'm
why.
hungry.
But
It's an early dinner.
He likes my barbecue, which I appreciate.
I like everybody's barbecue.
what kind of it's just barbecue sauce, or you got some type of meat in there?
We got just the nachos with barbecue and looks like some barbecue sauce and some cheese.
What kind of barbecue on there?
Just I slow cook some barbecue pork tenderloin.
Oh,
Just real
tenderloin.
simple.
Okay, no. I just want to know what kind of meat was on it.
Yep. Just a little brown, good amount of brown sugar, along with cumin, paprika, chili powder.
I'm not hip on I'm not the best barbecue judge. I got to get my little more experience.
Yeah, I just keep it simple.
I like barbecue a lot. I just, I could never be like I am with cheese sticks with barbecue. I will be lying to the people.
I still want to try that brisket cheesesteak. I forget who's got it, but
Mike's.
that's right.
I do too. I need to too. I don't think I've heard anybody say it was bad. I've heard everybody like, and normally that doesn't happen. Somebody usually say, "Oh, it's overhyped" or something. But
45-33 Philly over Boston. 5:30 left.
Yep.
all right. See, look now. I see the energy, even with Harden playing defense, which normally is not the case.
Be right back.
All right.
Okay, so 3 no good for Boston as the Sixers are up 12.
Woo! That's a good move. What a move, boy.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
Joel
Man,
hits
this
the
is
shot.
how y'all play basketball.
14-point game with under 5 left. Joel with 13. And foul on Harden. Oh, I don't know if I call that the right call, but
Yeah, it was. The only reason why I think
yeah,
they
he was
threw the foul-
moving.
It's not because he was moving, it's because he wasn't square.
Yeah.
If his angle was if his chest was facing Brogdon's
Williams?
shoulder, I think it was Brogdon. It was Brogdon, or was it
Oh
Williams?
yeah, Brogdon.
Yeah, if it was facing Brogdon's shoulder and he caught it in the chest, it would have whatever. But he caught it in the side.
So Brogdon misses a 3, and now we've got the Sixers with the ball.
Maxie, where you at, bro? What does he have? Because remember I told you he fades into the background. I don't know what he's doing today.
Turnover Embiid. And I said it pregame. The Sixers need to rely less on Joel Embiid. And now it's a 12-point game. Still 12, but they need to rely less on him. I mean, they have talent on this team outside of him.
And if you're going to do it, then do it like this. See this? You see how they isolated though?
Yeah.
If he's going to hold the ball, he has to have space. He has to know. He has to be able to see everybody. Tobias took his man all the way to the other side of the court, and he can see all other 5 players, so he can work like that. But yes, let's go. 0 Tatum.
Was that Tatum?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. I thought that was White, but no, it's Tatum. And Harden misses on the other end. So Sixers trying to hustle back on D. And Brogdon hits a 3. So it is down to 11 with 3:20 left in this first half. Embiid, nope.
They're not doubling as much right now, so he's going for man.
And on the other end, Brogdon misses.
Nah, he got fouls though.
So,
oh man. So it's
3:07 left here. Malcolm Brogdon at the line. He makes it, so it's down to 10.
I would like for a blowout. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I want to see a good game. I want to see a blowout game. We can have a good game 6 or something like.
We are down to 9. 3 minutes left here in the first half.
Bro. Come on, bro.
Vic, I'll try to shoot you an email at some point in the next week.
Thank you, Tyrese.
There he is, the franchise, Tyrese Maxey, the young shining star of this team, hits a big bucket. 7 points for him on the day. 6 rebounds.
For who, Maxey?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's been active. Come on, man. That's not a foul.
It is the power of good shot selection and the bar.
Oh, he has no moves. He get.
Oh,
see how much faith I had in that layup? Not much.
Yeah, I don't blame you. He has my moves. Oh, left wide open, but glad he missed it.
He has a better shot at this one. Much better shot. Do you see? He didn't have to do as much.
Much simpler.
Oh, yeah, €1, he could do that. But trying to outdo 2 defenders, that's more of a Kyrie, LeBron.
And to get to your point, I would love to see this league expand to like 18 by halftime.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
Woo!
Go!
There you go.
That's much better.
No apology needed for that.
No, I didn't want to cut you off mid-sentence, though.
In moments like that, I'm very cut offable. It's all good.
Come on, man.
There you go. Oh, what?
He tripped himself. It wasn't.
Refs, you suck. Refs, you suck. Refs, you suck.
Brown got a hangnail or something.
No, I think he tripped over Joel's foot, but Joel didn't trip him. Like, if that makes sense. Like, oh, he hit his knee. Oh my gosh.
That was
pathetic.
Ticky-tack.
That's terrible. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Ticky-tack.
Well, you can run across somebody, almost tackle them, but if you shooting a layup and then you hit them, then it's a foul.
I mean, refereeing in sports, especially at the major league level, is one of the hardest things to do at any of the top major sports. It's ridiculous with the pressure that's on you.
Well, so
I give referees credit for trying, but you got to do better.
Yeah.
You got to do better.
For me, it's consistency. Just be consistent.
Yeah.
And y'all got to be consistent with getting a rebound because that was
agreed. I mean, that I mean, you had like nobody boxed out.
Nobody.
3 guys right there. Tipped away.
It's almost no Celtics down there.
This is the problem I sometimes have is running clear out plays like that. Get cutters to the bucket.
Well, so for rebounding purposes? For rebounding purposes or what?
No, just get guys open.
See, I don't
got 4 guys standing there, and Embiid is just has to do all the work.
I mean, he MVP for a reason. You gotta let some like Harden. You know, he made a career off ISOs. So, but I do get the team ball concept.
56-45 Philly. 38.1 left until halftime.
Come on, man! You're supposed to end this quarter better, much better than this.
Please. That's why I said expand to 18. Let this happen.
No, that was fine. And you let Jason Tatum get is that first points or no?
That's what I mean right there. Ball movement, Boston. That's why this lead is cut to 9. John Jansen, we're going to get to your question at the half. 7-0 run. I mean, you just can't let that happen.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Thank you, James.
Woo! Now I see why teams let James Harden play ISO ball.
It's ISO, like as I'm saying, he made a career out of playing ISO. But what is going on?
Exactly.
But that was contested. But what's going on?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
59-50 at the half.
Stressing
Should be a heck of a lot more than 59-50 at the half. Glad Philly's got the lead.
At least 14. At least.
That's what it should be, at least. All right. Shall we distract you from the basketball talk just for a second?
It's up to you. I'm fine.
All right, John Jansen. His Cardinals are up 10-6. Does Foodie Life Mac have a favorite major league team?
I do, but I don't watch baseball. If that makes sense. I root for the Phillies, but when you said they won earlier, I'm happy about that. But was I going to watch the game? Probably not. I might go to Dollar Dog Night though. I think it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I was going to say they just had one of those recently.
Yeah, I think somebody said it was the last one.
Colleges let out.
What's that?
They lined them all up before colleges let out.
Okay,
that's the goal is to get the college kids there, and I mean, hopefully, it won't be as disastrous as the last 2 ones.
What I heard, they were waiting until second inning or something like that, third inning.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. When I used to go, I don't even know about baseball. But when the Dollar Dog Nights at Sixers games, and I feel like they used to throw them,
yeah.
I feel like they used to have gives them away, but they also used to have the guy come around. You know how the guy used to come around with the beer and everything. I swear that's what happened. He come around with a bag full of hot dogs, wrapped in foil and everything. But I guess you got to stand in line at the baseball games.
At Phillies games, they have vendors that walk around.
True.
They walk around too?
I think so, yeah.
And of course, the Fanatics shooting them.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, so it seems pretty much the same. But I just heard people say how long of a wait it was to get them. So that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, with those situations, you need to have extra vending stands that are set up all throughout the concourses because you're going to have long lines.
Well, do this. Yeah. First of all, some of them were just understaffed.
Right. And
number 2, when people are throwing hot dogs at other people and then throwing them on that's the problem.
It's especially why you don't schedule Dollar Dog Night on Dollar Beer Night.
Okay.
Because you know what's going to happen.
and we're talking about Philly here. No.
It's dangerous. Sadly, Milwaukee and San Francisco now tied 2-2. Bottom of the second inning for our Brewers. But, yeah, that's when it gets ridiculously dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Massively dangerous. Now, I should ask, because we do travel as well. You've done a series going south to Charleston, South Carolina, to North Carolina, to that type of area. Where is the best cheesesteak you've had outside Philly?
That's the funny part. The funny part is just like everybody says, when you go somewhere else, you don't get what you get at home. And that's how I treat it. So I really don't order cheesesteaks when I go somewhere else. But I intended to get a cheesesteak in Charleston, but I bought so much other food, seafood, and everything else that every time I ate, so I would go order something. Go to a place and I order 4 things. And half the time they don't have appetizers, they're entree size or whatever. So I don't want to waste the food, and it's like really good. So I'll take it home with me, but then I'm full for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I couldn't go to as many places I wanted to go to because I couldn't get there. It was just because I was full, and it was like I didn't want to just be sitting around bloated,
Don't blame
you. So, but yeah, I haven't had. I don't even know if I've had a cheesesteak outside of Philly.
It might be different for us with cheese curds
Uh-huh.
compared to you with cheese steaks when you travel, because
I'll be right back. I need to fill up.
he misses cheese curds so much. We have to have just enough cheese curds in its rotation just to give them a taste. If you will.
But you guys moved, so it's
That's the difference.
So if I moved to somewhere, I would probably definitely
my first real exposure to cheesesteaks as you make them in Philly here was back at Marquette University.
Okay.
Downtown Milwaukee. A guy from Philadelphia moved here, opened up a spot called the Taste of Philly. And of course, me not knowing what should go into cheesesteaks, I put 1,000 condiments on it. Me being the neophyte that I was at the moment to it, I've obviously learned my lesson. But we would sit there while I'm having lunch and just talk basketball. The owner and talk the 80s when we were growing up watching the Bucks and the Sixers. And the taste of that was just so much above a burger.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Which, of course, you grew up in Wisconsin, you have butter burgers.
Okay.
Where you literally stick like a half a stick of butter on a burger, and it gives it an insane flavor. And it's like, I've gotten to the point now, I'd rather have a cheesesteak than a butter burger.
Yeah.
You've converted me.
I love it.
Now it's converted me to it. Now you're not getting rid of my love for cheese curd. Or a good fish fry or a bratwurst with secret stadium sauce. But you got me with cheesesteaks. You done it.
It's surprising how popular they are. Because even when thinking about starting my channel, I looked up topics and seeing, but they normally get a good reaction from a lot of people. And a lot of people.
Wisconsinite.
Okay.
What's that?
You own Wisconsinite.
He's telling me that I need to turn in my Wisconsin card.
Yeah.
All right, John Jansen. You ever had toasted ravioli foodie life, Mac?
No, I haven't.
When we went to St. Louis for Brewers Cardinals, and found their sort of food haiku, which is toasted ravioli.
Okay.
Like every Italian place and half the non-Italian places would have it.
Okay, so toasted, not fried.
Exactly. Three homer day for Goldie. Wow. But yeah, it's essentially where you don't stick it in a toaster, but it's basically hard baked. And it's ridiculous.
Good. Okay.
It's like the crunch plus the taste of really good pasta.
Okay.
And cheesy. Just bonkers.
It sounds good to me. So I gotta try it. It's funny that I just never even really heard of it.
St. Louis also known for really good barbecue, but it's underrated.
But I do see, St. Louis style sauces, I guess,
Yeah.
So at least they got Kansas City style too,
He's got dessert. What do we got?
Pudding.
Excellent. Excellent, as it should be. Now, have you gotten your first batch of water ice for the year?
For the spring, I actually Not like a plain water ice. I get a gelati shake. It's basically a mist though. If you go to Rita's, it's a mist though. But if you go to the local stands or whatever, they can't. I guess trademark. They can't say that. So it's called a gelati shake, and that's normally what I get now these days. Like I used to get gelatis. I used to get regular water ice, but now my favorite is a gelati shake, and I try not to get too many of them because it's like 1,000+ calories in every one. But
that's why I had a salad today.
I had a little bit of salad, but I also had half a cheesesteak stromboli, so it was
cheesesteak stromboli.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
with pepperoni.
Kill me now,
huh?
Now you're killing me.
Good.
I always get from Rita's. I always get a mango frozen drink.
Mango frozen. I gotta try it. It's good.
It's mango water ice just in a drink form.
Okay. So it's just
which I think is pretty good.
Just a little creamier. I mean, a little slushier.
Yeah.
Now, our very first meal in Philadelphia, when we traveled here in 2018, was stromboli.
Okay.
We went to Pete's, right by the art museum, right by the Rocky Steps. Maddeningly good.
It was good. Okay.
Amazing.
I don't know if I've heard. I don't know if I know about them.
Yeah, it's right. I think it's right up Spring Green Street.
Spring Garden.
Spring Garden. My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm still working on my Philly roads and everything else.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
but I gotta try it. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't know. I haven't had them though. So
yeah, we got something in the archives too from the inventor of the stromboli, Romano's.
Okay. Yeah, and what, Essington?
Yep.
So
yeah, we got stuff coming up from there.
So yeah, there's they don't give Delco any credit out here for anything. They Philly takes all credit for everything, but a lot of people in Delco for different sandwiches try to they say they originated certain things.
Exactly.
Like I think hoagies and strombolis, but Philly will claim hoagies too. So I don't know I wasn't around when it invented, but I know Delco and Philly try to claim they invented the hoagie. So
man. And then the first water ice that we had. One, we learned the proper term when we moved.
Yeah.
Water ice for
water
you on the watching the channel here. But because there were 2 8-year-olds on the trip, actually there was an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old who were on the trip. Our friends traveled from Wisconsin as well with us to go to the game.
Okay.
Of course, you had to go for Swedish fish.
Yeah.
No, Swedish fish is a good flavor for sure.
Yeah, and then after we moved here, I figured out that mango is better.
Mango. See, a lot of people love mango. I'm not normally the biggest mango fan. What do we have? No, that was from the episode. But no, I'm not the biggest mango fan. Like, I don't hate it or anything. It's just that's not normally. But I know a lot of people that love it, so I get the hype, whatever. But my go-to is grape and cherry.
Oh, my favorite Rita's combination is the blend, as the Brewers take a 3-2 lead on the San Francisco Giants to the third, the blend of wild black cherry water ice with chocolate frozen custard.
That's different.
Oh,
that's different. I never knew anybody get the
now so good.
Is it so do you get a gelati or you get a misto?
I get the blendini.
Oh, blendini. Okay. What is the blendini?
That's when we do the mix
more
of
ice cream,
frozen custard and water ice.
Is it more ice cream? I mean, they're all technically they're all the mix. It's just how they mix them.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out, is the blendini like more ice cream heavy?
I think it's pretty 50-50 from what I can tell.
I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between the blendini and the misto. Did you ever have a misto?
I haven't.
Okay. The misto is basically water ice mixed with like soft serve To
our audience who's trying to figure out why we're talking food, well, one more at the half. Sixers up 9, should be 14. but Philadelphia has like 10 separate food groups
For
that
sure.
this town invented, many of which are beloved around the country. I mean, you go to a
Pretzels.
game and don't get a soft pretzel.
Yeah,
What are you thinking?
I'm a cheese pretzel. I used to go to. There's so many different types of pretzels too, but I used to go. It used to be a store across the street from me where I live. Like every day, it'd be like what, 35 cents for like a pretzel, but it was like 65 cents for a cheese pretzel. You know, like
Oh
I would
man,
get a cheese pretzel like every day. Like that was my thing because they had a little. It was like a deli too, so they could slice the cheese. They put like American. I always got American cheese. Put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and like that was the best snack. You couldn't get. I couldn't beat a
No.
cheese pretzel. And then you got the water ice places, not Rita's. Like I said, like you got more local water ice places.
Yep.
They use like the fake cheese, but I love that too. And and they weren't that. I couldn't get that pretzel everywhere. I used to have to wait till like the ice cream truck. I mean the water ice truck. Yeah, the ice cream truck came around my grandma's house because I'm like, I want the pretzel with the fake cheese. Like I love the regular cheese too, but I get that one. Like I said, I can get that any day. But the pretzel with the painted on yellow cheese, it has a special taste too. So I usually get one of those at least one in the summer. I mean, sometimes I get them, once a week in the summer. But
While we're talking about food, I have to say, I just pulled a prank on the member of the Sorgi family.
Uh-oh.
I said that my mom hid the water, or not the water, it's the airheads.
Yep.
So I figured out where she hid them, and I didn't take any, but I hid them from behind her. And I also found that where the airheads are, they're Jolly Ranchers. So I hid them both, not where they were hid.
And because she's grocery shopping right now, she's not watching this.
oh, okay.
So the entire World Wide Web knows about the secret, and Mommy doesn't.
No one tell her on Instagram, please. No one go on her Instagram and tell her. Thank you.
But what you talk about with fake cheese,
American cheese is fake cheese, by the way. I'm just putting it out there by the FDA.
we're Wisconsinites, so
the FDA says it's fake
pushes a
cheese.
button.
By the FDA, it says it's fake cheese. So
But
I'm just putting that out.
It's still great.
I love American, man. I eat American cheese. I'm not with that's not real cheese. I'm not part of that committee. I'm not.
I don't like it because I just don't like it. I'm just saying, like, it is not technically. According to the government, it is a cheese puree.
Like, I can't wait though to try a cheesesteak with Cooper Sharp.
And you should. you'll be impressed. You should be, at least. I would say.
Now, have you ever tried to make go ahead.
No, I was about to say, it definitely tastes better with Cooper Sharp, in my opinion.
Now, have you ever tried to make your own homemade cheesesteaks?
Not like a cheesesteak on the road. Well, yeah, but nothing fancy though. Okay. I was not steak. Well, they call them steakums, but like I never used like a steakum brand. They used to have like a Philly cheesesteak brand. They used to sell like BJ's and some other places or whatever. It was like whatever, but I used to get those like back when I was in college and stuff, and like I just put them in a pan and like chop them up, put some ketchup on them, and put like toasted bread, put them on like toasted bread with the cheese. So yeah, like I have, but like not really to like say, oh, you know what, I made a great cheesesteak to contend with the big guys or anything. So
we got to have you over then because we're starting the third quarter, by the way.
Uh-huh.
We got to have you over because our stove has a like full, not completely full, but it's got just enough of like a top type of grill, flat top grill that we've done cheesesteaks ourselves.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to have to try making my own cheese sauce.
Okay.
Legitimate cheese. Like legitimate cheese whiz, if you will.
Okay.
Oh, indeed. And we're going to have to try it. See how well we do.
Let's go, Sixers.
What's your clock at?
11:05.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little farther, but.
Oh, you got to box the guy out. Come on. And it's the MVP who failed to box him out.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause it because I don't like being that far ahead of you guys.
I'm sorry.
No. I was excited. So You'll see in a second.
Okay. Come on.
Come on, man.
Thank
That's
God.
why you're excited.
But then they
62-54 Philly. 3-pointer. Nice. And Harden gets a call by not having a push call on him on that Boston layup.
You didn't even get the call.
Oh, I did the booing for him.
Boo.
And Aaron Johnson, one of our great channel friends, will not be happy.
The
Aaron
Cardinals
Brown does whatever he wants.
the last 10.
PJ Tucker.
That's the dog.
No, don't let him. Thank you.
Quit
I don't
PJ
care.
Tucker.
I don't want him shooting no threes. What's his name? What's White's first name?
Sorry?
What's White's first name?
Oh, I forget. 7-point Philly lead, 9:35 left. Third quarter. Joel walking the ball up the court. Love it.
To quote PJ Tucker, Milwaukee, we dogs.
You would need to repeat that phrase.
Yeah.
Did he win one with you?
What's that?
PJ was there.
Yep.
He was there for the playoffs and the second half of the year when we won the championship.
That's what I figured.
At the parade, he popped champagne and he was like, "Milwaukee, we dogs!"
And he was the dog of that team.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, I know
He
you got
got a killer instinct.
That's why you asked me how I feel about it. I'm like, you need one of those guys, especially in the playoffs.
I thought that after the championship, the Bucks intro song should be "Who Let the Dogs Out" by the Baha
Oh
Men.
no.
He won, bro. What are you doing?
Just to get the crowd pumped up.
No.
No?
That song needs to go into retirement home.
Come on, boy. Oh, that's Tobias. You got that boy.
At Oracle Park, I'm seeing a Ben Franklin thing in the background.
Oh, if only.
In San Francisco.
Foul called on that Tobias dunk attempt.
I'll be back. Is that okay?
Do your thing. Do your thing as Foodie Life Mac takes a break after hanging with us for about an hour and a half already. So do your thing.
And you're out, says Adrian Hauser.
We are watching Brewers Giants, by the way.
Oh, he's
on
back.
the second screen.
Adrian Hauser's back.
Yeah.
He's been out the whole season.
He's
back.
They're showing a sign for Ghirardelli chocolate. I'm nuts right now.
Who that?
I should know who that is.
Oh.
Oh, Dad, probably.
Yeah, Terrell. He goes to all the games.
And they have a very good relationship from what I've heard. I hope I'm correct. I think I am.
Yeah, you are. And let's go, Weimer.
Second free throw rolls in. 11-point lead now for Philly. 8:20 left. Yeah, California joining us. Ripping the Eastern Conference
playoffs.
playoffs.
Western playoffs, so boring. Such a bum conference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to knock the Western Conference in a general sense.
Your one seed is Nikola Jokic! Sorry,
he just broke your computer.
Sorry, I just had to. Your one seed is Nikola Jokic, okay? I don't know what you're talking about.
The East has the three best records in the NBA. Granted, one of them blew it in the playoffs, and they fired the coach but you're seeing who's probably going to win the NBA title coming out of whoever wins this series.
You have the Warriors. Okay.
71-58.
You got the Warriors. I'm okay with that. The Warriors are a dang good basketball team. But the Lakers, not going to win a chip.
Oh, Horford.
Lakers aren't winning nothing. The Suns aren't winning nothing. And neither are the Nuggets.
We'll disagree with you, but you're always welcome to come and join us.
We'll have to get Foodie Life's Mac's opinion on this.
Yes, when he steps back. Oh, lucky pass by Embiid. 8 to shoot in 24. Come on. Mid-range. Mid-range.
You did have a team.
You stole it from Milwaukee.
And then
left town.
You know, it's kind of a common theme of Milwaukee teams going to St. Louis.
Woo! Pilot to bombardier.
And Milwaukee teams ending up
Bombs away hard. Sorry.
Think about it. 2 Milwaukee teams have gone from Milwaukee to
St. Louis.
And 2 have gone from Milwaukee to Atlanta.
True. Very true. They both ended up in Atlanta in the end, or
No.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's what I say. The East Coast.
Philly Chinatown.
Yeah.
They're showing right now on ABC. We have eaten there, had some fantastic meals in that area. We need to go down and find the place where we found $3 pull noodles. You'd go off.
Oh, okay.
You would go off on it. Go check out our dim sum.
Yeah, John, there are the Milwaukee Hawks, and then the St. Louis Hawks, and
Yep.
then the Atlanta Hawks.
They were the Milwaukee Hawks of 1951
Hey, it's Bryce Terang.
before moving to St. Louis just a few years
Let's
later.
go Brewers.
As we get off topic, let's go Brewers.
Brewers.
We have 2 screens on with our favorite team, Milwaukee Brewers, right there. For those who are just joining us, we are more than anything else his favorite team is the Milwaukee Brewers, and we have traveled to.
Your favorite baseball team is the Milwaukee Brewers too.
Of course. We've moved to Philadelphia because of work for me, but we have been to more than half the major league stadiums to see the Brewers play. We got some episodes coming up that's going to show even more of that later this summer of some of our travels to Brewers games. But we also support the locals. Yes, the Hawks were in Milwaukee. Yes, the Milwaukee Hawks wore blue.
Yeah.
To stay with a tradition. I forget if Bob Pettit, the Hall of Famer, was there back when
Let's go, Bryce.
they were in Milwaukee.
My favorite player's name is Bryce because he likes my water ice.
Was that the Checkerdome, as they used to call it?
It's Tyrone.
Let's see.
Watch out, folks. Tyrone Taylor's back.
As we are in commercial break for 76ers and Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Our whole team's back, except for Garrett Mitchell and Aaron Ashby.
And again, I think this series is going to decide who the NBA champion is. I really think that.
Oh, yeah, this Brewer series is really going to decide who the NBA champion is.
Dude.
Comedic relief.
Let's see.
No,
No, I'm not going to do that to you.
I just had a heart attack. You're mean.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Everything's okay. You're getting back from action here. Yes, Happy Hodak. He was on the 58 St. Louis team. I think it was 58. That was the one team who interrupted the Celtics dynasty until 1967, when the Sixers and Wilt Chamberlain took out the Celtics. Showing celebrities, a little baby there. Devontae Smith, the wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. Boo! Micah Parsons of the
Dallas sucks.
Dallas Cowboys.
Sucks.
But he is wearing a Sixers jersey. I give him credit for that.
Yeah, because he's from here, I think.
And you can't always decide who's going to draft you in the NFL. So what happens, what happens. But Philly with a 15-point lead. 6:39 left. In this third quarter. And see there's your problem. Ball movement.
Your 1901 Milwaukee Brewers.
You cannot allow someone to get that wide open underneath for an easy layup. I mean, yeah, they're up 13. Great. We've seen teams collapse.
Oh, Tyrese.
Got to do better.
Stop relying on Joel.
Help each other. Help each other. Now, it goes to the line. But all these clear out plays. That's why I so often can't stand the NBA. All these clear out plays. Instead of fundamental basketball. And you saw PJ Tucker slam the ball down when he realized they left a Celtic wide open for a layup. Good news is, though, 76-63 lead, Foodie Life Mac.
You missed me screaming about this. Here, let me find the comment. You missed me screaming about this comment from California. I yelled, "Your one seed is Nikola Jokic."
But they're up on the Suns, who have all the firepower in the world.
Yeah. But
14-point lead.
we saw back-to-back on screen Devonta Smith and Micah Parsons, who were both in attendance. As here,
You said Michael
Parsons
Parsons
playing some hounding defense. Nice.
Michael Parsons at this game?
yeah,
Yep.
in Sixers gear.
Mm.
So a bucket
Tatum
from Tatum. How many points does he have?
Yeah, I don't think he's getting double figures yet.
1901
1901 Happy Hodag.
He is
Yep.
4 for 12.
That's how you play basketball. But he wasn't even driving that hard last game.
That is how you play basketball.
Exactly. Drive, rotate, get guys open for 3-point shots like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers.
Jaylen Brown does whatever he wants.
Oh my gosh.
And he had a dog guarding him, and PJ Tucker. It wasn't enough.
I mean, he's not fast enough. He's too old and too slow. But
He's tough, but he doesn't have that quickness.
yeah, it's not going. Not one-on-one. You want him for team defense, and if a guy's like Marcus Smart playing Marcus Smart, he'd be a little better.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, like I said, Jaylen Brown's elite level speed.
Yep.
And athleticism.
I'm watching the game through a hat. Yes, that's possible. I just watched that full possession through a hat. And I was able to figure out what was happening.
Just teamwork.
I mean, he's too big. I don't know how he always be falling, man. He's too big to be falling all the time. And he has too much balance to always be off balance.
The thing is, playoff basketball, it's a collision sport.
Yeah, but he falls purposely. That's the problem. And he's too big, and he gets hurt half the time when he does it.
Man.
I'm glad we're not talking about his knee, though. That's one thing I'm glad about. For him to miss it.
What happened in 1776? What historically happened to our country in 1776?
And where did it happen?
Boom. Just like what you described. Gold rush.
Yeah, what happened in a city relevant to the name in 1776?
I mean, Food Life Mac knows this, obviously. We all do. It's just think your history. Think your history. Oh. Wide. Open, you let him shoot that three.
John is good on tie guy trivia, so he should.
Yeah, you should be able to get this, John.
Brogdon with 16.
The ex-president.
Yeah, the president of the Bucks. Now it's Bobby Potus.
Yes. All right, we haven't discussed this topic yet. Does Doc Rivers keep his job if they don't win this series?
No. Nobody thinks he has.
It's
not even because of me. Like, that's what everybody else. They wanted him to lose his job last year. So this year is real. It's a really, like, you got Harden. You got, actually you got last year you had like 40% Harden. At least this year you got like a 90% Harden. So you actually got another star. You got an emerging star. You got a dog on your team. Then you brought in D'Anthony Melton. And he plays. I think he's a great basketball player. Honestly, like for him to not have just a starting role, like his defense, his shot making ability, his ability just to adapt. to me kind of underrated, but we don't have as much depth on the bench. Oh, we got Paul Reed and Niang.
I wonder what's Embiid discussing with him?
Grant Williams is just yelling at him.
I think Grant Williams trying to tell him stop flopping.
They're not discussing like Pats versus Genos.
Nah,
the two worst.
that much data.
I love when they do like the bad lip reading with the NFL every year, where they do really bad sort of impersonations of trying to figure out what people are saying.
Okay.
That conversation would have been a brilliant one.
But a lot of these times you get good lip reading, you know exactly what they're saying.
Yeah, and it's usually not something that can be said on TV.
Yeah.
83-71 Philly after turnaround Miss J by Embiid.
Good D, Niang. Good hustle, boy. Good hustle too, Harden.
Oh, yeah.
They're locking down. Boston's getting good ball movement, but Philly's not letting him do anything with it. Nice effort. That's how you play defense.
and get on the floor.
Man, now's the point of the game where we're starting to tire out a little bit with the energy of the game.
Third quarter.
We need the fourth quarter to pull us through.
I was about to say, third quarter is the least entertaining.
Ooh, let's go, boys. Come on, top.
Could you argue that was traveling because he left his feet?
Traveling?
There you go. Like the Boston player.
Oh.
When he was on the ground. Oh, rejection on that layup. And again, Maxey going all out but not being under control. So once he learns better body control and game control when he's got the ball, he's going to be ridiculous.
Time out, Sixers. It is 83-73. And in our other game here, the Brewers are up 3-2.
I don't know what I do want to know what they're discussing. They having a full out discussion over there.
I mean, you could do so much good bad lip reading with that.
Yeah,
they were good bad lip reading.
You could though. They were having a whole discussion with like body language too.
Yeah.
So it's like
they're just asking for a great comedic routine.
Yeah, they were.
Like,
I didn't see it at first, but yeah.
Now, what you're talking about with Doc Rivers and that visceral response that you gave, I'm not going to knock you for it. I mean, there's an expectation when you have the kind of talent that this team has of winning a title, very similar to Milwaukee.
That's it. Y'all won a title. We didn't win one, so
that's the thing. But there's the expectation of it either way.
Thanks.
And I frankly think there will be a perception in a lot of people's minds. If Doc gets fired, it's a no-brainer that he's going to Milwaukee.
Really?
Absolute no-brainer. Because he played his college ball there. Number one. It becomes like a homecoming.
But
and it's a guy who won a title.
But he hasn't won a title since 2004. Was it 2004, right?
Yeah, it was 2008, but
2008, all right, 2008.
But your point is well taken. 15 years.
Yeah, so like my thing is like, to me, it's not a no-brainer. I don't understand why it would be a no-brainer. He hasn't shown that without some of the best players in NBA history that he can, whatever. Like, I don't hate Doc personally. Like I don't, but I also understand that there's probably people that are better. So my point is, like, even though I don't hate Doc, if you got a coach that can bring out more out of the team, then why would you keep, a coach that doesn't bring out as much,
Exactly.
So,
that's why I said the perception that it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Not saying it is.
No, it's just like to me, like not from Milwaukee. Like you said, you guys already have a good team. I feel like, I don't know who's available or whatever, but
I'm gonna go outside the box with two names of coaches who would be available. But very outside the box. I want to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
For Milwaukee, another Greg Popovich disciple, Becky Hammon, and for Philly, Dawn Staley. Would either work? Philly native. Dawn Staley.
I just don't like putting them in the role of having to win a championship ASAP. I don't mind them being a coach.
Great.
But I would rather them get some experience without that much pressure on them. If that makes sense. That. So, like, it's not that I don't know how they coach. I know how Dawn coaches to a degree, but I know how she coaches college women. Like, that's not the same thing as coaching NBA men. Like, so
true.
Like,
I just think that if you ever see the glass ceiling broken, in major American pro sports, it's gonna be the NBA, and I think it's gonna be one of those two coaches.
And I think it's possible at some point in time, like you said, like, and then depending on who, like, what team. I don't like them for that for these two teams, just because there's so much pressure already. Like, so I don't want
reaching one. Yeah, Harden's eyes not good. Sorry, Malcolm.
I must say I missed it. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, Brogdon raked Harden's face to the point where he's got to get out of the game here.
No, I did see him just walk to the bench now. Ooh.
All right.
See, why is he on the ground?
Man. Embiid is world class at getting defenders to commit.
And that's fine, but stop falling on the ground.
Yeah. I think Embiid overcommits on trying to sell
it. every time. So, like, I get why people call him a flopper, but he flops on plays that aren't fouls. Like, so, like, it's not even flopping. He just falls. Like, I'm like, bro, you're too big and too strong to just fall every play. Like, even if you saw when he stepped on the guy's head the other day, Williams, I think it was. He, like, I mean, I guess people were about to hit him, but he jumped backwards.
Yeah. Embiid having an MVP kind of night so far.
For sure.
27-12.
Highly efficient.
Yeah, give Harden some rest. You're going to need it with fourth quarter. Phillies up 11, 84-73, 2:31 left in the third. Harden is out.
Hey, Willie!
Brewers just got themselves a bit of
let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
We're watching it now. Beautiful. Beautiful. 14-point lead. 3-ball corner pocket.
Bang, bang, yang. Beautiful passing.
Good help defense, except for that moment where they get the backdoor cut.
I mean, it's just good basketball, better offense. They play good team defense.
I was about to say,
Toby!
Ooh. Smooth.
Wish we could look like this every night.
15-point lead.
If we look like this every night, I would have so much more confidence in us.
You probably have so much less blood pressure. I wouldn't blame you.
I'm still stressed because the game's it's still too much time left and we're not up enough. If we were up 25, I have a little more confidence.
It's 12 now with 1:10 left in the third.
Let's go, Joe.
Get some people to help him.
I'm
not having to take a mid-range shot like that. Get some more ball movement. Get some more cutters to the bucket.
Come on, man.
Make the defense think.
But this is what I'm talking about, the fouls once again.
Oh.
What are we going to call? So this is a foul, but when earlier in the game, remember I said in the third they're going to call these dumb fouls.
Yeah.
When Jaylen Brown basically tackled Tobias Harris, not a foul, but you barely touching somebody about to set a screen is a foul. Look, now they call all these fouls. Like, this is just kills me.
Again.
Go on the same way all game. You know, got
Again.
That's not like, come on, man.
Jeez.
Like these are tap fouls, and that foul was after the release.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
That's not worth calling.
like
It's not worth calling.
I don't understand, man.
It had nothing to do with the shot.
It was definitely after the release. They just want to give, like, I'm telling, like, Jason Tatum's a star. He wasn't been having a good game. Oh, let's give him a call. You know, I don't like it. I never even told people. My uncle.
Yeah, it's like shots after the release it's like you should have a foul called, but have no shooting situation.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's still wrong to have that body contact, but 9-point lead shrinking.
Oh my God. So now we're just gonna call a foul on everything, huh?
Really?
Might have been a dumb play too. I'm not gonna say it.
And that's like you're trying to create body contact. Foul should be about you trying to do what you need to do to get the ball in the bucket.
Yeah.
Not trying to draw body contact.
And that's what they've been trying. They've been trying to ref it better, and I think they've been doing a slightly better job. They don't give you as many flop calls these days. Yeah. That's why everybody always has their hands up, because they're always trying to get the fouls that they were getting a couple years ago, and now they're not getting them as much.
Yeah, that other end of what the Wells Fargo Center, the fans are a bit more active in distractions with free throws, but it didn't do the job that time anyway. 8-0 Boston run, man.
Tyrese. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's how you show up.
Needed to break that run up.
I'm surprised they call foul there. That's how they've been calling the third.
Yeah. Just
touch him and it's a foul. When all game you've been letting everything go. That's why I can't take, like, just be consistent. Like, don't let everything go all game, and all of a sudden 2 minutes in the third, you call 4 fouls in 2 minutes.
And usually when you get in those kind of late situations, they'll call fewer fouls because they want to let them play.
But they already let them play. That's the problem. When you already let them play, now you try to buckle down towards the end, which I'm like, come on, man.
Philly up 9, I believe, as we head to the fourth and the final quarter. Now's when it gets good.
It's already got me sweating and ready to figure out if we're going to go 2 or down 3-1. I'm feeling confident, though. I just need them to keep up the same energy.
Yes.
For one more quarter. Well, actually, not one more quarter, for what? 1 for 9 more quarters.
Oh, yeah, just get Boston out of the way. Just get Boston out of the way. I mean,
I'm really not. I love Jimmy. As much as I love Jimmy, I'm not worried about Jimmy. He can't. Like I said, as much as I love him, he's not enough by himself to scare me, at least. You know, not saying he mess around and do it, but he doesn't scare me, at least. If you get Boston out the way, in my opinion, you could pencil us in for the finals.
Yes. Don't necessarily book the Broad Street Parade.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah. It's too many
behind the scenes preps.
Like if the Sixers lose, I like the Suns. I want the Suns to win. And even if they lose, you know, I've been a KD fan. And like I'm not as big of a KD fan as I used to be, but I still like him. Like, it's not like I don't like him anymore, but I like him. And like, I'm really a big Devin Booker fan, and I always wanted CP3 to get a ring. So if we lose, then I'm fine with the Suns winning. But it's not even looking like, you know, they're not even dominating their series.
Yeah,
I'll be rooting for the Warriors. That's my favorite team in the West. I've always been a Curry. Ever since I was little, I've always loved Curry. I'm not a fan of him, but when it comes to the playoffs, I always wanting the Warriors to win because Curry's my guy.
We also have a real life and YouTube friend who has met Curry.
Okay.
That's very true.
Yes.
Well, and more than that, met Curry like outside of the stadium.
That's right. So the channel Colin Amazing from the That's Amazing family of channels.
Okay.
Their dad went to college and high school with me. We were buds on the same floor at Marquette University, and they have like 9 million subscribers.
No, that's crazy. I think y'all told me about that when we were at brunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
Fun
brunch
fact too. I got a fun fact for you.
Bring it.
My uncle, he's not reffing right now, but my uncle's actually an NBA ref. My mom's brother.
Wow.
So
when we recognize
even though I'm criticizing the refs, I do have a uncle that actually does the same job. So
yeah, I mean, like we were saying earlier, I mean, it is such a hard job. Yes, refs need to do better, but I don't say that without empathy for the challenge of what they have to do. The level of concentration, especially to see it at game speed, full speed, the things that in replays, second time slow-mos, we can begin to understand.
No, that's the crazy part. Like I say that all the time too, even when I, being critical of football too, but
yeah,
they got to call it. They got one chance to call it in full speed, one chance.
Yep. And
then we watch it 6 times in slow-mo and then criticize certain calls.
Exactly.
I'm like, look, man, I get it. But if you watch that one time in fast speed and then but people, the good part about being a fan is we don't have to be held accountable to all the things we think and say for the most part.
Ooh. How can you call that? Like right there. How can you call that? We just automatically think, how can you make that mistake? It's like Pavlov's dog, immediate reaction instead of remembering. It's a hard job that these guys.
That guy's out. Speaking of, look, out.
Oh, no, I think it was safe. Well, watching Bruce Giants call first base.
Okay. I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah,
we're what is going on? Like, do y'all want us to lose?
Man. Oh.
What is the foul? Where is the foul?
Where's the foul? But also, you got to box out people. You got to block out.
That's 100%. He was super active.
That's not a foul.
But where is the foul? Like y'all, like I'm saying, y'all, people are getting tackled in the first half, and now you call it every ticky-tack foul, which is I don't get it. I just don't get it.
It's like, are they over-responding to coaches yelling at them?
I don't get. Like I told you, I think it's just late in the game. Late in the game, now you don't want to let them play as hard. Like I don't get it.
If you're watching this video, you haven't liked it, definitely put a like on it. Subscribe to Foodie Life Mac. Subscribe to us if you haven't done so either. There you go, playoff Paul. All right. Finally getting the board.
As Nick calls him, B-ball Paul.
It's B-ball Paul. What is going on? What the heck happened?
Control.
Set a pick there.
Give and go. Pick and roll, doing nothing. Boston was playing some good defense, and the Sixers weren't moving the ball enough. It's like the Celtics knew just as the entire country knew who was getting the ball on that.
See,
Howie Milner's in for the Brewers.
Man.
Joel, how many points?
28.
Okay, that's not bad.
Thank you, Tatum. I love you not playing well. This is the best thing. I love it. Oh my gosh, that was terrible though.
I don't know what that was with Tatum with all those like 20 dribbles.
Yeah, I mean, he got a solid shot, and then like it literally rimmed out. Like it wasn't.
But Yang's got to do better in his 3-point shooting too, to avoid breakaway dunks like that. 92-85. While we're at this time, I'm going to recalibrate the video and see if we can jump ahead a little bit.
He could have You could have just pump fake. Too close for comfort. Was it 7?
Mm-hmm.
Always.
That's what I said. Like I don't like this. I mean, I'm not saying I'm worried, but I don't like it.
Like this should be like a 15, 20 point lead at least.
And
absolutely.
And they come to the fourth and they shrinking it to the smallest leads of the game. That's not what you want to see.
Right. As on our feed, we're trying to skip ahead to as early as we can on the Sling feed. That way we can match up a little bit better. And so we changed channels, and there's Major League Rugby.
I didn't know they don't even have rugby teams in most colleges, let alone Major League.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in Europe, are they playing in Europe?
Oh, I mean, they've got like national leagues in Europe and Australia. I mean, especially Australia.
That's what I'm saying. Are they what you're watching? Is it in Europe or is it?
No, it's here.
Oh,
it's
okay.
here. So they have like 10 fans there. We had like 100 times that at the video that we're planning on releasing this upcoming week, which was a Marquette women's lacrosse game at Villanova.
Okay.
And they're getting to their college is going to be getting to the NCAA tournament with that. That's a lot of fun if you ever have seen lacrosse.
Well, women's lacrosse?
Men's or women's.
Uh-huh.
Once you get to Final Four time, they've had that in Philly here.
Okay.
At the bank, and they'll draw like 40, 50,000 people.
At the bank?
Not the bank. No, the lake. My bad.
What are you talking about?
I think I've seen. I mean, I probably haven't watched the whole thing, but I think I've seen it on like ESPN or something before. Like, I think it's exciting. Like, it's not a boring sport to watch.
No.
I feel like it's hockey, soccer with a basketball shot clock.
See, like, I don't know all the rules, but my sister actually used to play, so I can't remember. I don't know if she played lacrosse. Yeah, I think she played lacrosse. It wasn't field hockey because I know people that play field hockey too, but she played lacrosse. She was actually pretty good when she was in high school.
Let me get your feeling on this while we're watching the Celtics huddle and the Sixers huddle. Do you miss coaches wearing suits and ties?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Hobie Miller gets out of it.
I always thought it was like not just tradition, but just a really cool look at professionalism. And plus, like, when you get to see, like, back in the 80s, Pat Riley with his ridiculous suits.
Did you just see Doc? Doc started dribbling the ball on the sideline.
He's got a little point guard in him.
Oh, yeah.
What's your clock? Where's your clock?
9:30.
Oh yeah, you're ahead of me. I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
No, but I was like,
they didn't call foul for one. Oh, they did. Refs, you suck.
They're calling us Boston though.
Oh yeah. I don't. Oh what? Yeah, that's foul.
What do you do? Kick them?
9:23 left, man.
And
beat almost a point a minute. You
said what?
And beat almost a point a minute tonight.
28 points in 32 minutes.
He was on the bench. He's back in there. I feel a little better. I feel better that they went on the run while he was sitting.
Mm-hmm.
No. All right. So.
Guess who it is on the second screen? It's Castellanos.
Nice.
Sixers miss a shot. Tatum.
Out of control, Tatum.
You
know about the Nick Castellanos curse?
The who?
Nick Castellanos curse with the Phillies?
No, I don't.
It's like there have been like 3 or 4 instances.
Maybe 5.
Where there has been like some major breaking news that has happened in the world that is so big that they have to mention it on even a Phillies broadcast or just some game broadcast. Okay. And in the middle of the description of that event, Nick Castellanos gets an extra base hit.
Yeah,
Every time.
usually it's
Usually a homer.
Yeah. Like the first one was someone using an announcer using a racial slur on the air, and he's like, "I apologize. This might be my last time on the air." And Castellanos hits a home run. And then there's one where a Blue Jays assistant coach, Tyrese, a Blue Jays assistant coach, like got arrested on a DUI.
Oh,
He hits a homer while they're talking about it.
No, that's crazy though. No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, keep missing those shots, Tatum. Keep missing.
I don't know what he's doing today, but I love it. I loved it.
Oh,
It better not be no. Yeah, thank you. I'm about to say it better not be no.
Read his sling here 1 sec. But yeah, I mean that would have been ridiculous.
I wouldn't put it past him either.
Yep.
And Super Slow-Mo does look like he did, but first he carried though.
So I will predict that if nuclear war ever breaks out, it will happen as Nick Castellanos hits a home run.
The last homer in MLB history.
Hope that does not happen. But.
Yes, please. Thank you. For those watching, 92-86, Philly over Boston, 8:21 left in the fourth. Philly needs this win to tie the series up at 2.
Yeah, get your man away. There we go.
We got 8:12 on the clock.
No, Tyrese, you have to be available. When they double Joel, somebody's open. Tyrese was sitting in the corner. Once they swung it, you got to slide up so that you can get a pass.
There you go.
Bucket.
There you go. That at least makes up for the heart attack that Max is giving you.
Let's go defense.
Not even that. It's just the fact that when Joel gets double, I wanted to capitalize off that.
Yeah.
Like, people, I feel like we don't do that enough.
That's why I don't like clear out basketball, because it gives your teammates the attitude they're not going to necessarily put in all the not just effort but mindfulness to know, okay, this is what I got to do to help my team in this moment.
Hey, hold on. James Harden has more points tonight than he did in games 2 and 3 combined.
Easily.
Let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers.
Sure.
All right, 6-point lead,
Why
93.
go on the floor for no reason?
It is a quiet chat today.
Quiet.
It's interesting.
Usually it's all joyous and crazy.
Oh, there we go.
Feed Angie. Yeah, feed Angie.
Thank you, Harden.
Translation?
I don't know what that means. All I know is that Angie is Jim Beast.
That's how you play point guard.
Oh, man. There you go.
MVP. MVP.
Oh, is he hurt?
Oh.
That was James Harden.
Yes.
Oh, that was all James Harden.
I just saw Embiid turn around as he went to the bench, and it looked like he was hurt. I'm not sure.
Harden to Embiid.
Oh, he's okay.
He keeps falling on the ground for no reason at all. No reason. There's no reason for him to fall. He ran out. I don't know if you saw that play. He ran on the court and just fell. Like right in front of Grant Williams, whoever was guarding him. What are you falling for? It wasn't, you didn't have the ball. Nobody had the ball. You just fell. Like, you can't be that clumsy.
No true North Packers fan, and that is why the Sixers are winning.
Yeah.
Larry Bird ain't walking out that door. Bill Russell ain't walking out that door.
John Havlicek
ain't walking out that door.
Bob Cousy.
You making me say it all the time.
Ain't walking out that door. There you go. True North, how you doing? How you feeling about the Packers draft? It's all on the love train.
Yes, the Jordan Love train. Man, they are going to win a championship, I think, at some point in the next 10 years, but they have to rebuild.
Packers?
Yes, but they have to rebuild. Jason Tatum,
sucks.
Jansen, is shooting worse than me.
Here, let me pull up his stat line here.
He got like 12, I think.
If that.
I think he hit some free throws.
Tatum, as I currently load this up.
I'm like, what's going on?
Come on, Google.
Jason Tatum, 15 points, 5 assists, and
He's got 16 points, 15.
16 points, 5 assists, 15 rebounds.
But it's like Tatum was shut out of most of the first half.
Yeah.
He's gotten the shooting back. But
Yeah, and
he's still not playing that well. He has the points, but half of them are because the refs are giving him ridiculous calls.
Right. He's like bought real estate on the free throw line.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown leading the Celtics with 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. On the Sixers side, though, Joel Embiid with 30 points, 3 assists, 12 rebounds. James Harden, 31 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds.
You don't like to rely too much on two guys, but when they're performing the way that they're performing.
Harden playing a great game, man.
Yeah.
Agreed, True North.
And
Joey Weaver, let's go.
This is how people want him to play forever. Like, this is the perfect balance of him scoring and facilitating. Normally, it's either one or the other. But this is like the perfect balance of him scoring and getting the ball to where it needs to be.
It's like if they learn to play this way every night, they'd win 65 games.
Easily. If we play this night, if we play like this way, we play this game, we can win a championship this year.
Yep.
But we'll see how that goes.
Now getting them to buy in that many times.
Exactly. Well, first of all, let's finish this game. Let's finish this one first before we start getting before I start getting too happy.
Right. I mean, it's almost all on the line right now for these Sixers. This is must.
It's a must win without literally being a must win.
Yeah, exactly.
8-point lead, 7-10 left.
But just don't let him shoot no 3-point. I no threes, man. No threes. That's all I want. I just didn't want you to shoot. You want to get an easy layup? I don't want you to get it, but I'll take that over a 3.
A 3 that Marcus Smart just hit.
Congratulations.
That's what I'm saying.
You contested 3. You hit it. Congrats.
It really wasn't contested though. He was wide open.
Yeah, true.
He came from across the court. When you got that much time to look at the rim before you shoot, it's almost like a non-contest.
Thank you, Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, let's go, Jays. Nice job.
All right, Harden.
As Joey
and don't lose the handle like that. Come on.
Joey Weaver is walking.
Do better, Harden.
2 on.
Not at this point in time, man. We need every possession is critical, man.
That's why they paid you Fort Knox. Do better. All right, defense.
Then it was 2. 6 minutes left here as Jason Tatum with 16 still.
This game is a cardiologist's dream. Oh, man. Come on. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Execute now.
Needed that.
Oh,
yeah, that was deflected. That was deflected. Oh no! Don't tell me! I
told you.
We were tied. Doc Rivers calls timeout.
If you wish, feel free to put the mute button on.
I'm not.
Use all the George Carlin words.
I'm just literally speechless.
Tied. After you could have put this game nearly away at the end of the first half.
That's what I said. I can't get too excited too early. Too much time.
The Brewers have had more catchers than the biggest lead the Sixers have had today. Like, bigger than a dozen.
Lucroy, Maldonado.
There have been enough catchers from the Brewers who've gone to the Phillies just by itself.
What?
I don't follow the NBA. What? Joel Embiid is not lazy, is not slow, but he does fall on the floor a whole bunch, way too much, as Foodie Life Mac, our friend and resident Sixers fan.
He's lazy once in a while. I don't even want to say lazy. He's out of shape sometimes. I haven't seen it today, but for a couple years in the playoffs, he was not in the best condition. So
this year, I've seen Embiid play with a killer instinct.
No, he's definitely had a different look in his eye this year. But
like the MVP,
we need it right now.
5:17 left. Tie game at 96. All right, we just lost the feed again. We'll get it back.
You can't be letting Al Horford stop you. Al Horford just blocked Embiid's shot.
Al Horford can stop 99% of the human race. I will give him that. He can lock down Giannis.
Well, then that 3% shouldn't be Joel Embiid.
Yeah, that. Oh, please. Whew. 4:45 left. Philly with the ball. Tie game.
Come on, Harden. That's what you did in game one. Let's go.
Oh, come on, Harden.
Come on, Harden. Let's go. Let's go, James.
There you go. Little contact drawn. Yeah, like Horford had a shirt. Horford had Embiid's shirt. He was grabbing onto the two of his jersey.
You gotta be better. The funny part is, like, NBA, people forget how. Well, I mean, Joel never probably played, but you play basketball, like, you know, pick up basketball. Everybody knows pick up basketball is a rough game. You get to the NBA, you need every call.
Maxey with one of those drives where his heart was just ridiculously huge and his brain wasn't there.
Why did nobody jump for that rebound, though? I thought it was a foul.
Box
I really thought there was a foul going on.
Box out. Ah! I feel like my indoctrination into Philly sports is beginning right now more than ever. Oh. How? How can you let him just drive to the bucket like that? How?
These guys can't. I guess they just don't know how to take a charge.
It wasn't everybody. They were off rotation. Somebody helped, and then you got to find a man, and everybody went to the same man. And it was a good move by Horford because he pump faked, which made everybody run to the corner.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
How are the Sixers?
Not pump fake. He faked the pass and made everybody run to the corner.
Harden drew it.
I didn't see him draw.
Yeah, that Maxey drive was his heart was pumping, just trying to make a play. High effort, low realization of the moment.
That's why that's a kick out.
All right, we're tied. We're tied. 3:36 left.
Let's go, Sixers. Let's go, Sixers. Let's go, Sixers.
All right.
Defense.
Help defense. Beautiful job, Embiid. What? Exactly. He's right with this reaction.
He is 100%. He jumped straight up.
Tatum went into him. He was jumping, but
Yeah.
he was still. He wasn't moving. He was moving up. He wasn't moving to either side. And Joel's giving it to the refs.
And this is what I like, man.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, we can't. We can't count on this to happen many more times, though. I can't lie. Yeah, he's not missing two. Not Jason Taylor. I'm just glad he missed one, man.
Let's go Sixers.
All right, 3:20 left of this.
Oh, Nick throwing shots at his own guy.
Oh, man.
Nick, our moderator and diehard Sixers fan, says the No Hustle Award goes to Joel Embiid.
Well, we missed the whole discussion about it.
Pass it back. Pass it back.
Exactly. Jeez. We'll get to some of your comments in a bit. Audience, thank you for popping in.
Go. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh! Really?
14-2 run in the last 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
Really? Exactly.
Joel had a 3 and he didn't take it.
How often does he shoot that shot, though?
I don't know, but in this case, you should shoot.
14-2 run.
Harden.
Gotta do better.
Roddy.
There you go. 2-point game. In the moment, yes.
To be fair, I asked Nick if they should trade Joel Embiid, and he started thinking about it. So, Tall, who are you playing?
3-ball side pocket Boston. 5 freaking point lead. We see Doc Rivers on the screen. He's planning his next job.
Hi, Doc. Welcome to Milwaukee.
About 35. It's not good, Foodie Life Mac.
I don't know. I love it because I can't take it.
No one's saying that Joel Embiid is Larry Bird. But it's just ridiculous. Got to do better. Got to do better. I mean, credit to Boston for, decent amount of it, but Philly, this is why.
This is why all game I was telling you is not over.
Yep.
I can't get happy. Not in the third, not in the fourth, not until we up 20 with 2 minutes left is when I can get happy. I can't get happy because this happens all the time.
Which is why I told Road no lead is safe in sports.
And really with the Sixers, because the Sixers
Maybe the White Sox by 14, but yeah.
Sixers do better coming back than playing with a lead.
We're going to reestablish our feed here.
Yeah, Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has been a lot of places. He's been in Boston. He's been in LA. Now he's with Philly. The recently hired in the last few months head coach of the Celtics, Joe Mazzulla. Yeah, Nick. Joel, I don't show up in clutch moments in Embiid.
He does not. I don't care what he does. Not in the
playoffs. Boston possession.
Biggest defensive possession of the last 3 years.
Come on, defense.
At least.
Lockdown.
Let's go, man. Play like the season on the line.
Keep talking to PJ. There you go.
Let's go, Joe.
You don't need a 3 here.
Score.
Here we go.
Just
like
get the points.
I want Harden to take this shot, though, man. If he make or miss it, man, I need you to take this, man. All right, now that was good. I'll take an open 3. Joel, don't do nothing stupid, bro.
Oh, huge! Dog!
Yeah, Doc.
And PJ screaming at Joel.
He's telling him to be a dog.
Exactly, man.
That's what you do. This is what you do in these moments.
Let's go, PJ! Let's go!
I can't take it, man.
Love it, John. Love it. It's okay.
It's to tie it.
The dog from Milwaukee just showed up.
Yeah!
We are tied.
Defense!
Defense! Defense! Defense!
Defense! Let's go!
Definitely need some defense, man. Cause it's the heart attack squad, man.
This game brought to you by your local cardiologist. Foul call. Jeez.
What happened?
Come on, man.
Oh, come on. That's a I don't know. He ran into Toby like while he was getting a little push. Ticky tack.
Boom.
My problem is, like I said, you can't tackle somebody and it's a no foul, and then every touch foul is a foul. Like, I don't get it.
Metro area is 6 million people right now on pins and needles. Ah! Nope, didn't work.
That was a good one, though.
I'll tell you a story after the game about
50
free
seconds
throws
left.
and distractions.
2-point game. Let's go, James.
I said, what Matthew sent it. All right, you go ahead this one, dude.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
Come on, James.
Bad play by Joe.
12
Good
to
play
shoot.
by Maxie.
What's the call? What's the call?
Ref's talking it out. Home run?
I think
Home run.
he hit the rim and they ain't reset the clock or something.
Oh, John. How can you, John? How can you? Tom Aspinall call fouls on us, but never on the opposing team. Refereeing is one of the hardest things to do.
Oh, yeah, it did hit the rim.
Yep.
So, yeah.
If they're in fresh 24.
That's good, right? Like, fresh clock.
Yep. Gives you more time.
I don't know. Do we need it?
Oh, man.
Or are they not
Oh,
calling
man.
the fresh? I don't see a fresh 24 up there. All I see is a 12.
Yeah, at the moment.
I love how the Giants are using the shift. They're barely within the wall, so
All right. I guess they're keeping it 12 seconds to shoot.
let's go Sixers. Let's go Sixers. Hold on, Doc. Let's go, Doc. Let's go, Doc.
John, CJ, I'll let you two discuss this as we are now in pressure moments.
Oh.
Come on, Arden. Somebody get open.
Oh.
Someone get open.
Puts up shot.
Oh!
They talk about hard ain't this, hard ain't that. He been as clutch as it can be in the series.
Is he at 40?
Nah, he probably like 36.
Because I saw him before he was at 37 a few minutes ago.
Oh, for real? Oh, I didn't even know. He was scoring those quietly because I didn't even see him.
All right, we've got 13 seconds left. All right.
Here we go. It's all tied.
Defense, let's go.
Let's go. The buzzer. No
Oh!
good.
We got free basketball coming. Free basketball.
Stressed out.
Whoa. Harden had ice in his veins on that play. Colder than Wisconsin in the winter.
I don't ever want to feel that.
This overtime brought to you by Penn Medicine, where we have extra defibrillators ready at each of our hospitals for this game.
Stressing me out. But I'm glad to be stressed out rather than already game over. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a loss.
Like us, especially as Bucks fans, having nothing to watch except for the fact that we now live in Philly.
Yeah.
So we ride with you too.
Talking about this game though,
I'll be right back.
for the Sixers, Joel Embiid, 30 points, 3 assists, 13 rebounds. James Harden, 39 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Tobias Harris with 9 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Tyrese Maxey with 12 points, 1 assist, 8 rebounds. PJ Tucker has 6 points and a few rebounds. D'Anthony Melton, no points yet, but he does have some rebounds as well.
Tobias had what?
Yang with 9.
Tobias had what?
Tobias has 9.
So it's Joel. Who else got double figures? Maxey?
Yeah, so Joe 30, Harden 39, Maxey 12. And on the Boston side, Al Horford, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Jason Tatum, 19 points, 6 assists, 18 rebounds.
That's crazy.
Jaylen Brown, 23 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Marcus Smart, 18, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Derek White has 12. Malcolm Brogdon, 19 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds.
That's crazy balance.
Oh, yeah.
5 players, four or 5 players with 18 or more?
Tatum's the only one with 18 on the Celtics, and only one with 18. But the Celtics have guys with 7, 18, 3, 3, 2, 8, 2, 1.
No, I said, but 18 or more for the Celtics.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said who has 18.
No. I said the Celtics are crazy balance. I said they got, 4 or 5 players with 18 or more.
Yeah. Sixers hitting 46% of their shots, so are the Celtics. 3-pointers, Sixers by 1%. Free throws, Sixers 85%, Boston 71%. Boston out-rebounding by 1. And then assists, Boston by a good few. As we are playing now, but the Sixers have 8 steals in this game.
Thank you, Tyrese. Let's go, boys.
Let's go!
Throw up with a good 2. Play D. No threes. No threes. I mean, you could kind of let Jason Tatum take a third, but
Tatum sunk it. So 4:20 left here in OT. Tatum now 21.
Oh boy, game.
Oh. Wow.
All tied and timeout.
1:04:09 left.
109 all.
I hate the stress, but like you said, I love the stress. I love the emotion. I love the passion of this moment as a fan. I would take this.
I personally would want to. I don't like it right now because I'd rather be up. I'd rather save this emotion for Game 6.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be this.
But just overall as a sports fan.
I wish we were up 15 points right now.
Overall, as just a sports fan, I love this.
Oh yeah, as a sports fan, but I'm a Sixers fan first, so I need a win. And we've been waiting for this for too many years with Joel, with Ben not showing up, and we're still in the second round. I need us to win this game.
Malcolm Brogdon hits the bench with 5 fouls.
This city deserves a title.
Turnover. Harden there turned it over.
Oh,
Tucker on Tatum.
Yeah, Tucker saving. What? What?
Refs, you suck.
Don't get teed up. Don't get teed up. Don't get teed up.
That's clean D. This is the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it only act like it's the playoffs when they feel like it. Then they call touch fouls.
And Smart
And
drives.
let him go wide open into the lane, and you got a 3-point play coming.
The ref's terrible tonight. Terrible.
That one was a foul, but still, like,
you got to play better help defense.
Yeah. It's free throw. It's 3-point game. 112-109.
Yeah.
The Celtics lead with 3:28 left.
If you rotate down to the bucket and they get an open three, okay, fine. But you cannot let that happen.
Harden, he wants to get it to Embiid. And he does.
And they're all over him. That 3-point shot.
Oh, rebound.
That's not his shot.
Yes.
not a double step back. I don't mind him shooting a three. Not a double step back for the three.
Exactly. He goes out again. Oh, CJ, come on.
Oh, what's PJ talking about? PJ's fired up.
Eagles lost, Phillies. Oh, my gosh. That's just cruel.
Oh, let's see. That's out on that's out on Horford. Let's go, Sixers.
John, if it was reverse and a Major League Baseball game was going in the 14th inning, I would rather take that either. Just as much.
You need to stop. You need to stop.
Let him be.
And then it was 1.
We need to stop.
Left.
Give me late game playoff action any day of the week, any sport.
Yup. I'd rather watch that than have Carl Ravitch or whoever talking about baseball.
That's what I like to see.
All right. Rebound.
Nah.
What's the call?
What?
Maxie was holding.
What?
He was holding him.
I know.
He was holding him. I'm all with it, but you watch it, look.
Legit call, but
legit. That's a legit call. That's a legit hold.
Yeah.
He was hooking him.
Stay hard with the defense, man.
For real, True North. Sixers have it.
All right.
Tyrese.
Under control, Tyrese. Under control.
He slows down. Finally. Bad time.
Yeah, he was almost caught in a trap situation there.
Yup.
He plays so much with his heart when he learns to play with his brain just as well. Oh, wow. Wow.
Sixers lead.
We finally got one.
And 1.
I hope they don't call. I hope they don't challenge this because he was there.
I almost thought he double dribbled.
I thought he did. Did he? I don't know.
I thought he did.
And that was a charge.
And as I said, that was a charge too. Like I hope they don't replay this because
that's giving them a call. 2 of them.
It's a lot that could go on in this play. Hopefully they say, "Oh, he moved out the way" or something like.
DJ with some interesting thoughts.
I swear he double too though.
Raise your rivals of the Phillies. Of course, I'm against Philly, but not today.
We're in overtime. Sixers are winning up by 1 in OT.
Anonymami in the room.
We're not at 1, are we?
Yeah, 113, 112.
Okay, I thought we're down 1. I'm tripping.
Nope, we got the lead.
No, because the last bucket made it 112, 111. Oh, they're reviewing it.
They're reviewing the call. It would be pretty legit if they overturn this.
No, he slid. No. I like it. I like the replay.
I like this current call.
You see the shift. You see, we got a chance. You see,
Mark was moving.
Watch him. You see it? Did you see his left foot slide at the last second?
Yeah, I knew his left. Yeah, that's true. Like it actually did. His left foot did slide. Look. Left foot. Slid.
Like when Joel started going to the left side,
Marcus
tried to come. He
moved. I want Philly to win. I'm just being honest. Like literally, like if you watch it in slow mo, he slid.
That was a perfect angle. He moved it. I
still think he took it in the chest, but he was sliding while Joel already gathered. The point is, you gotta when
There's
Joel
not enough
gathers.
evidence.
When Joel gathers, he has to be still by then. You know, he has to be in position by the time he gathers.
Why did the Sixers coaches challenge? Oh, did they call a charge?
True North Packers fan is wanting everyone to sing Kumbaya.
Did they
They
call
called
a
it
charge?
charge. I'm about to say, I didn't know that either. I thought they called it a block.
Maybe they did.
Did they call it? Yeah, I guess they called it a charge, but he
They
slid
had
his
to.
foot. And the refs look like almost like
I'm sorry. I think it's
one of them's almost laughing talking about it.
They're still reviewing it.
Headsets off.
Okay.
Joel's not happy with the call, it looks like. The foot slid a little bit.
Oh no. Good.
So what's the call?
Oh.
It's looking like they kept it.
Yeah, they gave it to Boston.
His foot slid.
But he took it in the chest.
It wasn't enough. The foot,
If you look at the above the rim cam,
the foot slid, but the body remained in enough of a still position that it didn't really affect the play.
blah, blah, blah.
I'm just explaining why. Not happy.
140 left.
All right, lockdown defense, guys. Lockdown defense. You can overcome this.
That was beyond. That's luck.
Yes, we'll take it. We'll take it.
I will take it for sure, but not because we played great defense and didn't give somebody that can hit that shot a wide open look.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
Under control, Embiid. Under control.
Harden.
Ah! Let's call.
Oh no! Did we get
All
a
right.
call?
Finally get a call. I'll take it, man.
Horford's mad. Oh,
This is the crazy part about right as the feed goes out. Man. the wonders of sling.
We've almost been going for
I
3.5
got sling
hours.
too. I've been good all day.
Okay, we've been officially going for 3:45.
Okay.
6. We've been going for 2.5.
Basketball, NBA basketball going as long as pre-2023 Major League Baseball games. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right.
Almost.
All right, Joel.
Hours a game.
You are the MVP for a reason.
MVP.
Now you need to shoot like one.
Doc, Wanda.
Please.
Yeah, tie game. 56 seconds left. If he hits it right here,
They got the lead.
Philly has the lead. Money. The Cameroonian MVP.
Let's go defense.
I'm at 45, so you guys, I'm a little ahead of you.
You're ahead. That's okay.
But you see what I'm saying? That's a push-off, but we can't get any calls. Jason Tatum's going to get every call in this game. It's crazy.
There's no way.
Yeah.
These refs suck.
Jeez. All right. 13-second differential between the shot and game clock.
He pushed him.
Yeah. That stiff arm would get him a job as a running back in the
It's
NFL.
crazy because when we talk, like, as I said, he's the only person in this game that's not getting any call, like, that gets every call and not get any calls on him.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
The That's the definition of an offensive
It's a foul.
You know, I said the same thing about the Brewers game yesterday. Go back to third grade.
It's ridiculous though. Like I've been complaining about the ref the whole second half, and like it's really ridiculous. Like
I want to thank you for not using any of George Carlin's favorite words.
They must have never used law. They must never have been taught logic.
And if it's you and me, I completely wouldn't care. Don't worry about it.
Just logic.
No,
it's
all good.
Simple.
Call it the way you would call it with 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Well, here's what I
call it consistent.
But even call it consistent on both ends. Like you're calling touch fouls on us. Yep. He gets a legit whole push off, but it's no foul. Like
complain, Doc. You got every right.
He's going to catch somebody on a screen and it's a foul. He pushes off on a shot, but no foul. I don't.
Give him the Earl Weaver, Lou Piniella business.
I don't want to go into 2 overseas.
Yes, Happy Hodag. All 7 were used at some.
Let's go!
Something good just happened. Something good.
I love you!
All right, defense! Let's go, defense!
Oh, my gosh! There's no way! 9 seconds left. Sixers up 1.
Oh.
Tatum.
Oh, my God.
At the buzzer!
Hope we didn't lose this game like this.
Yes! It was after the buzzer!
You sure?
It was after the buzzer!
No, they called it good.
They called it good?
I'm glad y'all saw it. We good.
After the buzzer.
No, I'm glad I'm glad you had the binoculars on because I didn't know. I was scared. You heard me?
After the buzzer! We got him!
Let's go!
Thank you!
No headsets.
They will review.
Here we go. Let's watch it.
No, they reviewed it already. No, we're good. We're good.
Yay!
I'm sorry for the spoiler, but we're good.
Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers.
Yes, play the song.
Hard medication, Sixers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers.
What a win!
Yes.
10, 9, 8, 76ers.
Yes.
Clap your hands.
Trust everybody. Trust the process.
76ers.
Oh, beautiful.
It was a heart attack, but it wasn't. It was definitely a great
deal with that
game.
later. We'll deal with that later, CJ. Oh.
It was definitely a heart attack game. Definitely a good stream. Definitely a good game to stream.
So I love playoff basketball.
I do too. I just didn't want to have to.
I can so often forget much of the NBA regular season, but I love playoff basketball.
Yeah, I can't even watch. I didn't even watch all season this year. Normally I do. This season, I didn't even watch the regular season.
James Harden, you just earned your paycheck.
He earned it twice. This series. This series, he earned it twice. As bad as he was, game 2 and 3.
We get to see
1 and 4. He 42, 45, 42, 2 game winners. 45, 42 with 2 game winners.
Just maniacal. I love it. I love it. This was my indoctrination.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nick. Give him that max.
Give him the max.
Look
what he's doing. I love this. Giving the shoes to a kid who I believe he's had a relationship with for a while.
Yeah, they've been showing the kid on the in the suites.
Oh, this is class, Foodie Life Mac. Absolute class.
Let's go. Give this man the max.
That's his guy.
Oh my gosh. He's going to remember this for the rest of his life. he's going to remember that for the rest of his life. That, to me, is even better than the win. That he gave that kid that memory.
For the kid, it is.
I mean, it's just special. Just so freaking special. Foodie Life Mac, today was my true indoctrination after nearly
welcome
the real Philadelphia sports anxiety and joy and all of it.
Definitely.
I love it.
The full spectrum of emotions.
I love it. Man. How are you celebrating?
Oh, I mean, I don't even know. Look, we didn't celebrate yet. We just tied the series up, but
yep, true.
2 more to go.
We need to get some good food though. That's right.
Go do it. Go do it. Everyone who's watching, I know it's not a big crowd, but everyone who's watching, go check out this man's channel. Subscribe to Foodie Life Mac.
I appreciate it.
Steak reviews.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, anytime. And we will be showcasing our collaboration at a fantastic brunch spot here in Philadelphia. We'll probably have it on the next couple of weeks.
You guys got to check that one out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything you want to tell our audience as well to check out on your channel, especially?
Not specifically. You just check out the channel at Foodie Life Mac. Check out Cheesesteak Run. Most people that check out Cheesesteak Run find, they find a bunch of good ones that they like. And, you can just follow me on Instagram. If you have Instagram, I have a food page. I have both. Foodie Life Mac. That's about all types of food. And then I got a Cheesesteak Run Instagram page with just cheesesteaks as well. So that's about it.
For him on YouTube and for us, what should people do?
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Ding, ding, ding. Make sure to check out our social media pages for us. Just linktree.com/stories. And Foodie Life Mac just mentioned all of his stuff as well.
So if you missed it, just rewind about 30 seconds back or so. This was awesome, man. This was great to share it with someone who's been
I didn't know how it was going to be without sound. I didn't know how it was going to be without sound, but you guys gave some good energy for me to feed off of too. So I like.
You got it, man. You have great energy, great perspective. You took us into Philly sports today. Thank you. We will get together again soon, my friend.
Appreciate it, man. You guys have a good one.
You too. For everyone involved, I'm Daddy.
I'm Anthony.
So long from the Sorgy Stories Studio and the Foodie Life Mac Studio.
Let's trust the process. Trust the process. Woo!
Yeah!